7 online availability make access to care easy. Visit MississippiSportsMedicine.com for more information.
Hey, Rebel fans, for more than 50 years, Mississippi Asthma and Allergies board-certified team of allergists has treated patients by identifying triggers and creating personalized treatment plans. Now, with 8 convenient locations across Mississippi, including Oxford, we're right next door when you need us. Treating infants to adults and Ole Miss students. Find our clinic nearest you at msaac.com. Mississippi Asthma and Allergy, helping Mississippi live life to the fullest and allergy-free.
Hitting them long and touching them all.
Yes, sir, baby. That ball is out of here.
This is Ole Miss Baseball from Learfield.
Never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. You'd never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never, ever become a minivan mom. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcased a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, he's like my best friend.
At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Ole Miss Dugout Show. It's time now for today's starting lineups, brought to you by Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Brunch and baseball today at Swayze as Ole Miss hosts Little Rock in the annual Kids Day game. Dave Pulaski inside the Learfield Network studios. Here's the defensive alignment for the Rebels for today's matchup with the Trojans. Going left to right in the outfield is Topher Jones, Hayden Federico, and Tristan Becerra. On the infield, the third baseman is Judd Utermark. Shortstop Owen Pano. Dom Decker's the second baseman. Will Furness at first base. Austin Foley behind the dish. Grayson Gibson gets the start for Ole Miss. We'll have the Little Rock starting lineup in the first pitch coming up next on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Today's starting lineups have been brought to you by Atmos Energy, your natural gas company. The first pitch is coming your way next as Ole Miss baseball continues right after these messages.
Ever imagine one company could transform how you live and work? With C-Spire, you're connected with advanced technology that enhances everything you do. How you order your morning coffee.
Order my usual.
How you secure your company's data. Even how you turn your backyard into your personal movie theater.
Start movie night.
Own your day on the network for connected living. There's more to see. C-Spire. Customer inspired.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Play ball.
Hey, swing and a miss! He struck him out!
This is Ole Miss baseball from Learfield.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
When I smoke weed, I get lost in the music. I like to isolate each instrument. The rhythmic bass, the harmonies on the piano, the sticky melody.
Hey, careful, babe. There's someone crossing the street.
Sorry, I didn't see him there.
If you feel different, you drive different. Don't drive high. It's dangerous and illegal everywhere. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
He's swinging and a miss! He struck him out.
Toddy, Toddy.
Do you remember Omaha, baby?
This is Ole Miss baseball.
You can forget it because it's out of here. Showers in the outfield.
That was a rob job.
A towering shot to the wall. Back to back to back. That's the first double play. And the Rebels are out of the inning. Strike three called. He got him on a high fastball. And the Ole Miss Rebels are your national champions.
It's time to play ball. Today's play-by-play coverage of Ole Miss baseball is brought to you by C Spire, official wireless provider of Ole Miss athletics. Coca-Cola. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. By Ford, Mississippi Ford dealers and the Ford F-150, official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels. And by Regions, official bank of the SEC. Once again, here's the voice of the Rebels, David Kellum.
And the Rebels have taken the field, and we're about ready to get this thing underway as Grayson Gibson taking his warm-up pitches. Ole Miss and Little Rock about to play here. An early start. A bunch of kids here in the stadium. We're looking forward to it. Your home plate umpires are Augustus Griffin. First base is Michael Phillips. Second base, Javero January, the crew chief. Third base is Dustin Ragsdale. And Brad, it's bounce back week. It was a tough week last week, and I flushed that. Shower well, whatever you want to say. The bottom line is we need to win.
Yeah, and it starts today, David. Obviously a big game. We've talked about how well Little Rock played in this game last year.
Yeah.
And it'll be a tough task today, and you can't take anything lightly at this point. And you just want to see some progression, right? Obviously, they probably had a pretty tough, gritty practice yesterday, would be my assumption, trying to turn that corner. And you just want to see some quality at bats, right? It's just too talented of a team to not have the success that we didn't have in this past week. So you're right. We've got to turn the page, and it starts right now behind the arm of Grayson Gibson.
What an opportunity for Grayson, huh?
Yeah, it's a terrific opportunity. Obviously, he's pitched in some big games so far, but gets the nod today for the Rebels.
And we're ready for the first pitch of this one. Jordy Lopez will lead off the shortstop for Little Rock's, hitting .277, no homers, 12 ribbies. Swings at the first one and drives it past Udemark, who dove for it, couldn't come up with it, and just like that, Little Rock's off and running to get a base hit here in the top half of the first. Hey, Bold Futures began at the University of Mississippi, from nationally recognized academics to research that is shaping our state's future. Ole Miss is where passion meets purpose. Ready to join the legacy? Visit olemiss.edu. So leadoff single for Lopez, and this will bring up Cade Smith. It's Kade Smith, the left fielder. He's their leading hitter at .366. Throw to first, runner gets back. 4 homers is second on the team. 25 RBIs leads the team. Jordy Lopez, the shortstop who was leading off, right-hand hitting junior from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. It's a Western Oklahoma Community College transfer. They've stolen 22 bases in 35 attempts. Another throw over. He was a little bit late getting back. And Lopez is 7 for 10. He's their guy.
Yeah, he's almost a third of their stolen bases. So we'll have to keep an eye on him.
Cade Smith, the 2-hole hitter, waiting for his first pitch, is a sophomore from Searcy, Arkansas. Transfer from Harding. Here's his pitch. That one misses away for ball 1 to Cade Smith. .366 average, 4 homers, 25 runs batted in. Hitting third and on deck is Nolan Friend. It's Freund. The third baseman's a junior from Kingsman, Kansas, Cloud County Community College. And the cleanup batter is Ryan Geck, the right fielder. Stepping to throw to the plate. Misses away for ball 2. 2-0 to Smith. Ryan Geck bats and throws right-handed. A senior from Long Beach, California. Was at Long Beach Community College. A lot of JUCOs here, but their head coach was a JUCO. He was a good one, too. Played at Meridian in Mississippi. Angel Cano, the first baseman, will bat 5th. Bats and throws right-handed. He's a senior from Columbia. Throw to first, runner back. The country, Western Oklahoma Community College transfer. Hitting 6th is Nico Bombach, the DH, a right-handed hitting redshirt senior from Euless, Texas, Lubbock Christian transfer. Hitting 7th is Cooper Chaplin, the second baseman. Swung on, popped him up. Should be playable. Shallow right field. Going out is Decker, calling for. Decker's under it, has it for the out. Rebel second baseman. And you hear the students. They're here. They like that catch,
yeah,
right?
It's nothing like a routine pop-up.
Champlin, who is the 7-hole hitter, is from Mississippi. He's from Jackson, Mississippi, a senior. left-handed hitting second baseman that came to Little Rock from Meridian Community College. Hitting 8th is Cade Martin with a C, the catcher. Right-hand hitting sophomore from Texarkana, Texas, Pleasant Grove High School. That's where he played in Texas. Throw to first, runner back. And hitting 9th for Little Rock is Michael O'Brien, the center fielder. He bats and throws left-handed, a junior from River Ridge, Louisiana. He is a Mississippi State transfer. Runner at first, one down for Nolan Friend. Pretty good lead over there. Gibson brings this to the plate, and that's in there for a strike. Count 0-1 to Friend. Friend hitting .315. 3 home runs and 13 RBIs for Friend. Right-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher. And a pitch. Bounced in the dirt, skips away from Foley, couldn't hold on to it. Lopez read it immediately and takes off for second base. That'll be a wild pitch. Count 1-1 to Friend. So now Little Rock's got a runner in scoring position. The third base coach for the Trojans is Matt Parker. And the first base coach is Charles Gravitt. Get their names in there for you. Rebels wearing their powder blue here on this school day game. With the red hat, red stockings, red shoes. 1-1 to Friend. Hit right back up the middle of base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Lopez. The throw comes into the middle infield, and just like that, Little Rock leads 1-0 as Friend gets an RBI single, his 14th ribby of the year, scoring Lopez from second base.
Wild pitch, allowing the base runner move up. It's going to cost Ole Miss a run. Good piece of hitting right there by Friend. Stayed on a changeup away, drove it right back through the middle. And with the runner at first and one down, now the cleanup batter, Ryan Geck, the right fielder. He's hitting .250, 2 homers and 8 RBIs. Right-handed batter against a left-handed pitcher. Well, single, pop up, wild pitch, single. 1-0 Little Rock. Drifts high for ball one. 1-0 to Geck. Trojans have a Mississippi State uni. Gray pants, maroon top, same color maroon hat. Trojans across the chest in block letters in white. Swing and a miss as Geck chases one upstairs. Geck in the game last year against the Rebels went 2 for 4. He had a single. We intentionally walked him one time. He had a 3-run bases clearing double in the top of the third as they beat us 7-3 here in Oxford a year ago. Stepping to throw to first and the runner back. Team was one game from the College World Series. They had to beat LSU in the final game. They forced LSU into a second championship game down in Baton Rouge. This one misses inside for ball 2. 2-1 to Geck. And a lot of those guys are back. I noticed, too, in the game notes that Coach Curry got a big old raise and an extension. As he should have, right? Yeah, no doubt. He's one of the good ones too, David. A good guy as well.
2-1 to Geck. And the pitch drifts outside for ball 3. 3-1. In fact, Chris Curry, we told you he's from Little Rock originally, so he's back home coaching. But the 25 squad put together maybe their best postseason ever in program history. 1 game short of the World Series. They won the LVC tournament. There's a meeting on the hill right now. Foley goes out to talk to Gibson. The Trojans won 5 games in 4 days to win their tournament, including 2 wins over the top seed Eastern Illinois. And then they clinched what was only their second ever NCAA berth, went to Baton Rouge. They lost to LSU 7-0 in the opening game, but they came roaring back out of the losers bracket, beat LSU to force a second championship game, and LSU would eventually get them 10-6 and went on to win the College World Series. 3-1 to Geck. Popped it up. Shallow right center field. Decker backing up, fighting the sky, makes the catch. Boy, he had to lunge backwards, though. 2 down with a runner at first for Angel Cano.
Well, it's that high sky, David. Kind of overcast. A little bit of south wind.
Cano is hitting .311. He leads the team with 5 home runs. 13 ribbies for the big right-handed hitting first baseman. And I do mean big. This guy looks like a tight end, strong first baseman from Columbia. Throw to first, runner back.
So they were in the regional. They were one game from a super regional.
Super regional, my bad.
That's right.
And LSU went on to win the whole thing.
Yeah, they had a tremendous run in Baton Rouge, did Little Rock.
They were in the regional, not the super. That one's fouled back for strike one to Kano. Curry previously worked at Arkansas and Meridian Community College, where he played. He played 2 seasons for Meridian and was Baseball America's #1 rated JUCO prospect in the nation in 1998. 0-1 to Kano. And the pitch. Misses high ball 1. And then, Brad, as you well know, he went on to play for Mississippi State. He was the starting catcher for Team USA's junior college all-star team that same year, too. And at State, he led all SEC catchers in fielding percentage, eventually chosen by the Chicago White Sox in the 9th round of the draft in '99. That one's hit sharply right side, but gloved there by Decker. He'll throw to first for the out. And sometimes a real good player doesn't turn into a real good coach, but he has.
Yeah, he has, David. Well, kind of like Ole Miss, right? They're both catchers, so they know the pitching side, they know the hitting side, and he's done a phenomenal job there in Little Rock.
So the Little Rock Trojans strike first. They get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left. We will go to the bottom of the first with Little Rock on top 1-0 on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Ole Miss fans, college baseball is here. So grab a cold, refreshing Dos Equis Lager to watch your team hit it out of the park. Whether you're at the bar with fellow Ole Miss fans or watching with your friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there for it all. Hotty toddy. Stay thirsty, my friends. Dos Equis, official corporate sponsor of the Ole Miss Rebels. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2025, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Ole Miss pride. When I'm carrying the Ole Miss Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Ole Miss gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra hottie toddy from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Rebels to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Well, we head to the bottom of the first inning. Got some noise going on here. The students having a good time as it's school day game. A lot of area elementary, middle school kids on hand. I loved it earlier during the pregame when the entire stadium was singing with a song. You parents need to be careful what you let your kids listen to, by the way.
This may be the biggest school day. Kids I've seen. It's packed. They sent some out to right field.
Yeah.
I mean, the left field's covered up.
How cool is that to get to go to right field? Absolutely love it. Hey, it's always a good time for Big Fly. Nicholas Air sponsors home runs all season, the exclusive private aviation partner of the Ole Miss Rebels. The next time you fly, hit it out of the park with Nicholas Air. Visit nicholasair.com. Let me correct one thing. Curry was drafted by the Cubs, not the White Sox. Those are fighting words. Brad, I guess you ran across paths with him. Yeah. That's the same era when you were playing,
my
right?
senior year, I think may have been Chris's junior year. So we played against each other in college and in pro ball. So no, we go way back.
Leading off is Judd Udemark. They put him at the top of the order today, Brad.
Yeah, just trying to shake it up a little bit, right?
Bronzini delivers, and that one's in there for a strike. Udemark is hitting .298, second on the team with 11 homers, second on the team with 27 RBIs, right-handed batter against a left-handed pitcher. So Judd Udemark is going to go first. The senior from Charlotte, North Carolina. This pitch misses for a ball, 1 strike. Chris Cleary's coaching in the first base box for Ole Miss. Mike Clement in the third base box. Defensively for the Trojans, they've got Smith in left, O'Brien in center, Geck in right. Friend at third, Lopez at short, Chaplin at second. Ball hit deep to left field. It's got legs. We're tied, 1-1. Oh, he crushed that one. Udemark gets his 12th home run of the year. Leaves you and Gonzo in the dust and moves on up in the 40 club. And RBI number 28, Brad.
The 99 off the bat right there from Judd Udemark. 400 feet, the distance. We talked about in the pregame. It's a good day to hit with that south wind, and he got it up, man. Absolute no-doubter to get the Rebels on the board.
So 1-1 now the score, and here's Tristan Becerra. Friend at third, Lopez at short, Chaplin at second, Kano at first, Martin catching with Bronzini on the hill for the Trojans. Tristan Becerra, the right fielder, bats and throws left-handed. The senior from Greenville, South Carolina. He takes the first pitch way high for ball one. Leads the Rebels with a .342 batting average, also with 14 homers and 38 RBIs. Transfer from Clemson. This game was like too easy for him until just recently. He's 0 for his last 17 with 2 walks in the last 4 games. Those 4 games last week. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike one. And if you really want to point to one of the things, we got to have this guy. And so he just went through a tough 4 games. He'll get it back and get going. But 0 for 17 against Memphis and the 3 games against Mississippi State with 2 walks. 1-1 to Tristan Becerra. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased one upstairs for strike 2. Bottom of the first inning, a solo home run for Judd Udemark. It's always a good time for a big fly. Nicholas Ayers sponsors our home runs to tie the game at 1-1. And a pitch. Breaking ball away for ball 2. 2-2 to Becerra. He did not chase that one. Bronzini, fastball, cutter, curveball, changeup guy. As we told you in the pregame, he was at the University of Washington, went to LSU, and now's at Little Rock. The 2-2. Strike 3 call. Painted the outer edge. 1 down. First strikeout for Bronzini. And Becerra still, he just needs something to fall and get going again, but he's now 0 for his last 18. Here is Colin Reuter, the DH, .302 average, is second on the team right now. 3 homers and 23 RBIs for Reuter. Reuter out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. Takes the strike and a count 0-1 to Colin. Transfer from BYU. He's 6'2", 235, senior right-handed hitter. Cleanup for the Rebels is Will Furness today, the first baseman. Bats left, throws right, senior from Nacogdoches, Texas. Hitting fifth is Hayden Federico, the center fielder. Switch hitter, throws right-handed. This pitch a little bit high for ball 1. Federico is a sophomore from West Monroe, Louisiana. Hitting sixth, Topher Jones getting a start in left field. Bats and throws right-handed, the sophomore from Hernando, Mississippi. Pearl River Community College transfer. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reuter. Swing and a miss. Boy, threw him a yo-yo there. Took a lot off of that.
That's a slow curveball, David.
1-2 to Reuter. Hitting seventh is Dom Decker, the second baseman. Left-hand hitting junior from Sellersburg, Indiana. Came to Ole Miss from Murray State, as we've talked about in the past. And batting eighth is Austin Fawley, the catcher. Right-handed hitter from West Palm Beach, Florida. This pitch was way low and inside, and Reuter just stood there. I think he was hoping it would hit him in the feet, Brad, but it just skipped right past him.
Yeah, I thought for a second it did, David, but he didn't sell it and start jogging to first base. So that's exactly what he did.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Reuter. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased one way up and away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bronzini. And with 2 down, Will Furness will bat. Furness is hitting .297, 2 homers and 18 RBIs. Left-handed batter against a left-handed pitcher. Batting ninth and starting at shortstop today is Owen Pano, the sophomore. Left-handed hitter from Poughkeepsie, New York. So that's the lineup for the Rebels. They're going to put a shift on Furness with 3 infielders on the first base side. Pitch to Furness is upstairs for ball 1. Bottom of the first inning, we're tied 1-1. Little Rock, if you joined us late, put together a single, a wild pitch, and then another single to score a run. Ole Miss got the run on the solo home by Udemark. Swing and a miss. Furness on a breaking ball away. Will Furness, second on the team with 10 multiple hit games on the year. The 1-1. Misses up a little bit for ball 2, 2-1. Man, there's a bunch of kids here. Gracious. Get to check out of school and come hang out at the ballpark and not worry about teachers telling you to be quiet. The 2-1 to Furness. Swing and a miss. Big cut on a breaking ball for strike 2. That like one of those sliders.
Yeah, he got a hanging slider right there. Just pulled off of it. Pretty good pitch to hit, though.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Furness. And the pitch. That misses up and in for ball 3. So Furness has a full count. Will has walked 21 times this year, which is the 3rd most on the team. Payoff pitch coming. On the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3 straight strikeouts after the home run for Bronzini. So you tip your hat to him, Brad.
Yeah, good bounce back from him for sure, David. But a leadoff home run from Judd Utermark will tie this ball game up as we'll head to the 2nd.
And we'll have that coming up in just a moment. This is Rebel Baseball from Learfield.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Well, we work our way to the top half of the 2nd inning as Little Rock and Ole Miss playing here in Oxford. 1-1 score. The Trojans will have 6, 7, and 8 coming up. Baumbach, Chaplin, and Martin against the left-hander Grayson Gibson. Wade Incorporated has been serving Mississippi as your John Deere dealer since 1909 with 14 locations to choose from. Be sure to visit your nearest Wade Incorporated dealership for all of your lawn, small, and large tractor needs when it comes time to choose. Remember, nothing runs like a Deere. Baumbach, spelled B-A-U-M-B-A-C-H. Nico Baumbach. DH, 270 average, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. He'll go first for the Trojans here in the 2nd. His first pitch in there for a strike 1 call. Baumbach returns to Arkansas Little Rock for his 7th season after he spent last year at Texas. He was a Longhorn. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, jammed him in on the hand. So he went, he was at Little Rock, went to Texas in the portal, decided to come back. Sometimes decisions aren't the way you want them, I guess. But he was all OVC at Little Rock in 23 and 24. 0-2 to Baumbach. Low and away for ball 1. Not hitting way up there at 270, though, this year so far. But Nico's got 23 career homers at Little Rock. In fact, he's just 8 away from their school record. Takes the pitch away for ball 2, 2-2, but only 2 so far this season. Baumbach, Chaplin, Martin. Grayson Gibson has the signal from Fawley, ready with a 2-2 pitch. Got him to lift that one high in the air, left center. Should be easy for Federico, the center fielder. Drifts over the gap, under it for the out. And 1 away.
Well, better start for Grayson Gibson here in the 2nd. It's another lazy fly ball.
Cooper Chaplin, the 2nd baseman, will bat, hitting .220 on the year, 2 homers and 15 RBIs.
Had to get somebody else involved, too. Dom Decker was responsible for all 3 outs in the 1st inning.
Let somebody else play, right? Lefty on lefty. Here's the first pitch. Check swing. He fouled it off the bat toward the on-deck circle on the Little Rock side to count 0-1 to Chaplin. Chaplin really had a good game here against the Rebels a year ago. He's one of the returning players. He went 3 for 5 with 3 singles against Ole Miss. That one's fouled back. And talk about clutch. It was Cooper that was the guy that, with the game close, he drove in 3 of the last 4 runs scored by the Trojans, and they won the game 7-3. So he was a pain a year ago against the Rebels. Chaplin. One out, nobody on. 0-2 to Cooper Chaplin. Takes it up and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know, we're talking about this team a year ago, and I was saying they were in the Super Regional. They got to the Regional and then ended up getting to the championship game. LSU went on to win the Regional, giving the College World Series. This one's low for ball 2. But it just goes to show you, too, baseball can change in a hurry. We saw it when we won the national championship that year, so you're hoping this stretch that we've been in here recently go the other direction pretty quickly. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive right center, well stroked in the gap at the wall, and it is out of here. Wow. Just left of the 365 sign. That's the 3rd home run of the year for Chaplin, and he puts Little Rock back on top 2-1.
He got a hanging breaking ball right there. 101 off the bat, 389 the distance. We're just hoping it didn't get out of here. He hit it pretty deep part of the park, David, here in right center.
So now Cade Martin, the catcher, will bat, the eight guy in the lineup. 302 average, 2 homers, 14 RBIs. You were hoping that might just catch the top of the wall, but really got it. There's another one hit well to left center field. That ball's at the wall. That ball's gone. Back-to-back jacks for Little Rock from Chaplin and Martin. And just like that, the Trojans are up 3-1.
They came in with 27 homers, David, which is not awfully high number. We talked about it. Wind blowing out. Get the ball up. That time he just threw a fastball about belt high.
Home runs number 3 for both guys, Chaplin and Martin. And now Joel Manger, the pitching coach, is going to go out and visit with Grayson Gibson. Michael O'Brien, the 9-hole hitter, will bat. The center fielder for Little Rock's hitting .280 with no homers and 4 runs batted in. Cade Martin last year in this game was 0 for 4 with a walk. Changed that this year, a home run on the first pitch he sees. But, you know, when you kind of went through last week, lost the game at Memphis and got swept by State at home, and that's a really good Mississippi State baseball team. It's not, no surprise that Mississippi State wouldn't have success on an SEC weekend, but you're disappointed you're at home and not swinging as good as you'd like, yada, yada. And then you look at the schedule, and these guys are coming, and this is not a bargain for you by any means. They're 17-11. They're second in the OVC. Had a fantastic season a year ago with a lot of confident players back, with a confident coach. And they've jumped out to a 3-1 lead. Pitch to O'Brien. Shows bunt. Takes the breaking ball on the outer edge for a strike. Boy, I don't know about that one. In fact, it looked like it was about a ball off the box. So Grayson got a little love on that one. In fact, O'Brien kind of turned his head sideways and looked at it. He didn't think it was a strike. 0-1 to O'Brien. Just misses away ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Michael O'Brien, the last guy to come up to the plate through the first 9. The 1-1 pitch hit foul up the first base side early on the swing, and a count 1-2 to O'Brien. Got a whole bunch of kids here. It's Kids Day game. I think this may be the biggest we've ever had. I mean, the stadium is practically full. They reserved some seats right behind home plate for regular fans. This one misses up for ball 2, and the kids are filling in those too. And as Brad pointed out, they're in the right field area, they're in the left field.
I bet there's going to be an opportunity to break the record for snow cone sales today. What do you think, Dick?
I think you're on something there. I think you're on 2-2 to O'Brien, or cotton candy or something. Little looper left side, right to the shortstop, Pano, who makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Little soft line drive, and Owen made the grab, so a 2 down. Top of the order now, Jerdy Lopez. Lopez started this game. First pitch he saw, singled it past Udemark, advanced on a wild pitch, later scored on a single by Friend. So second time through now for Little Rock. First time through was pretty good. They scored 3 runs. 2 down, nobody on for Lopez. Shows bunt, takes a strike on the inner half. The count 0-1, 81-mile-per-hour pitch. Spring football started today as well. 34 days to practice. And breaking ball, they appealed to first, said he went around for a strike. I thought he did. No balls, 2 strikes to Lopez. So Coach Pete Golding got them hopping over on the other side of campus too. No balls, 2 strikes to Lopez. Softballs, I think, on the road to Memphis and Central Arkansas. Swing and a miss on a changeup struck him out. And congratulations to them. They took 2 of 3 from Tennessee on the road this past weekend. Taylor Malvin, in a class I'm teaching, we had a chance to visit with her about it last night. They desperately needed to turn things around against some stiff competition.
Well, their schedule was just such a gauntlet, but that hopefully will get them off and running.
Well, Little Rock got off and running in this frame. 2 solo shots, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left after an inning and a half. Little Rock 3, Ole Miss 1. Rebels bat in the bottom of the second on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
The right field terrace isn't just a place, it's a vibe where the red and blue roar among home run showers, sending opponents into delirium and bringing the energy to Swayze Field. This Ole Miss tradition is brought to you by Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
Hey, when you're hurt, you want a doctor you can trust. That's why athletes across Mississippi, from Ole Miss to high schools statewide, turn to Mississippi Sports Medicine. With 16 locations from Brookhaven up to Hernando. They're the trusted orthopedic team physicians for the Rebels, the MHSAA, and schools all over the state. Their surgeons have performed over half of Mississippi's total joint replacements, while their walk-in clinics and 24/7 online availability make access to care easy. Visit MississippiSportsMedicine.com for more information.
Hayden Federico, Topher Jones, and Dom Decker will be the batters for the Rebels here in the bottom half of the second inning. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Hayden Federico is the switch hitter. Center fielder will bat right-handed against a left-handed pitcher, Bronzini. Bronzini now 2-run lead to work with. Federico, no homers yet this year. 7 RBIs, hitting .213. And the first pitch to Fed. Strike on the outer edge. The third baseman, Friend, is playing even with the bag and toward the line a good bit. 0-1 to Federico. Federico, Jones, Decker. Foley would bat if somebody gets aboard. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, pointed at the bat, said he went around. He was hoping for an appeal, but it was a back foot breaking ball and had a 3/4 swing. It looked like he went to me. So Federico down 0-2 in the count. And a pitch. Up and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Buzz you hear in the stadium, the kids from all over the area on Kids Day game. The 1-2 to Federico. Chopped foul at the plate. Count stays 1-2. I see some old kids out there in the student section, too. Is the semester just shot already? Middle of the day and out at the baseball game? I guess you can bring your laptop, take your online class out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Federico. Nick Bronzini delivers, misses high with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Little Rock leading Ole Miss by a score of 3-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Wind blowing out to left center. We've seen 3 home runs already in this game. 1 by Ole Miss, 2 by Little Rock. And a pitch. Grounds it foul, third base side.
Yeah, we got to get Fed going too, DK. I don't mind the no home runs. He's not a home run hitter. Now, I know he popped a few last year, but those are what we call mistakes. He just got under a line drive. But I'd like to see him working counts, finding a way to get on, using the whole field. Got a good battle going on right now.
2-2 to Federico. And a pitch. Swung on, hit well down the third base line at the wall. It's going to be fair ball. Found the line and into second with a double is Federico. We lost it in that corner, but the third base umpire, Dustin Ragsdale, Brad, said fair. It hit right in front of the 330 sign.
Yeah, I got a little bit better angle, David, and it was about a foot or 2 inside the line. An easy stand-up double. That's what we talked about, David. Line drives right there.
Nice. Well, that's what you ordered up, right? And it's an extra base hit presented by NE Spark, your hometown team. Bring you game-changing lightning fast fiber internet service. So a double for Federico. He's at second base. And the batter will be Topher Jones. Leadoff double for Federico. It's the second hit for Ole Miss. This pitch up and away for ball 1 to Topher Jones. Topher's one of those guys, he's a candidate to really bust into the lineup, you would think, Brad, because of some offensive struggles. And Topher's always been a pretty good hitter. He's hitting .250 in his opportunities, a home run and 2 RBIs. Playing in left field, drawing a start. Takes the pitch away for ball 2, 2-0 to Jones.
Yeah, it's kind of been that revolving door in left field, and nobody's really jumped out there and just took it, right? It's whether it's been Pacello or Topher or Sermons or Golding. Boy, you'd sure love somebody to lock that thing down and get hot.
2-0 to Topher Jones. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. Took a healthy cut at a fastball that was elevated. 3-1. Little Rock leads. Ole Miss with a runner at second on a leadoff double by Federico. Bronzini kicks and fires. Low and away, ball 3. 3-1 to Topher Jones. Should see a pretty good pitch here. One thing about Coach Curry, too, his willingness to come down and play Ole Miss on a regular basis through the years has been good, too. We don't have a lot of non-conference teams kind of in our area, but Little Rock has come several times through the years, starting back in 2017. Federico's trying to steal third. He breaks. It's going to be caught by the shortstop and a throw to second base for the out. Wow. It was a little pop-up, a little hit-and-run action, I guess, from second base, and that backfired on us as Jones will pop out to the shortstop. Lopez, there was no way that Federico could get back, and so he's doubled up 6-4 at second base, so an unusual type of double play, but 2 outs, nobody on.
Yeah, just unfortunate right there. It's a tough break.
So 2 down for Decker, the Rebel second baseman's hitting .233, 5 homers, 11 RBIs, lefty on lefty. That's in there for a strike. In 2017, when Little Rock first came with Coach Curry, we won the game 5-4, but it took 10 innings. In 2018, we won 10-2. We won in 19, 11-8. In 21, we won 2 games. There's a ground ball to first, gloved there by Kano, and he'll step on the bag for the out. But they kept coming, and finally, after 7 losses, Little Rock won last year by a score of 7-3. They're leading this one, too. 3-1. Tough inning there, Brad. You got the leadoff double, but kind of a freaky double play.
Yeah, had an opportunity there, David, but hit into that double play. Kind of stop the momentum, and then they get the ground out and get off the field. Looks like the Rebels going to go to the bullpen as we head to the top of the third, DK.
All right, we'll talk about that shortly. No runs, one hit, no errors, nobody left. After 2, 3-1 Little Rock. This is Rebel Baseball from Learfield.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone or just taking a deep, calming breath to ground yourself. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We're back in Oxford as we work our way to the third inning of this one. Little Rock leads Ole Miss 3-1. New pitcher for the Rebels is Terry Hayes Jr., the sophomore from Renton, Washington, and Bellevue College, right-hander, Brad.
Yeah, Terry Hayes Jr., fastball be 93 to 95 miles an hour, David. Seen it up to 96. Slider be mid to upper 80s. The cutter will be around 90. That'll close the book on Grayson Gibson today.
Went 2 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. Wild pitch, no strikeouts, no walks. Gave up a couple of solo home runs. Terry Hayes, 0-0 with a 12.27 ERA. He'll face 2, 3, and 4. Cade Smith, Nolan Friend, and Ryan Geck. Hey, Gentile is the official apparel provider of the Ole Miss Network. Check out their new collection of Ole Miss apparel, available now at gentileapparel.com or at Landry's on the square the next time you are in Oxford. Gentile Apparel is a proud partner of Ole Miss Athletics.
Well, 2, 3, and 4, David.
See if he can get through them. Keep the game where it is.
Yep, no doubt.
First pitch to Cade Smith's in there for a strike. 88 on that pitch from Terry Hayes Jr. Cade Smith leads the team with 14 multiple hit games this year. He's their guy right now. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, third base line is going to be foul. Club there by Udemark. The count is 0-2. He leads them in hitting with .366 average. Second with 4 homers. Leads them with 25 ribbies. And as I mentioned, 14 multiple hit games for Cade Smith. With a K, they got a Cade with a K, a Cade with a C in the lineup. Ooh, close pitch, just missed away. It was outside. Augustus Griffin was correct on the no call, but just missed away. 1-2 to Smith. Close again. Now one was a little bit low. So that's 2 that were borderline, but both missed, and the count even at 2-2 to Cade Smith. Good eye by Smith on both of those. Overcast, guys. We had the sun out for a little bit. There's a line drive, base hit to left. Went and got it, drove it over the shortstop, Pano, into left field. Leadoff single for Little Rock. That's the 5th hit for the Trojans.
Just got a cutter that stayed up. Good piece of hitting. You talked about the success Cade Smith's had on the season. Came in hit .366.
Nolan Friend will be the batter on a 1-1 pitch. He had an RBI single right up the middle in the first inning. And the pitch. Rolls it down the third base line, foul. It went off his foot. Came out of there limping to count 0-1. You know when it really happened? When you don't, there's no delay. I mean, he said ouch immediately, so it definitely hit the foot. Even though it rolled to Udemark. Nolan Friend, with that base hit in the first, extended his on-base streak to 17 games, and he leads them in that category, too. Throw to first and the runner back. Three to one. Little Rock on top. Cade Smith is 3 of 6 in stolen bases. Extends his lead, and this one's fouled away, and the count is 0-2 to Friend. So you get them all in the stadium. How do you get them back to the buses and make sure they're all there? There are teachers sweating about that right now. No, they're professionals. They got it all figured out. The 0-2 to Friend. This one teacher over here is trying to tell me, you sit over there, just directing traffic. And I see a teacher over here that she ain't moved a budge. I don't blame her. I said, hey, look, y'all have fun. Just stay in your area. The 0-2. Swung on. He lifts this one high in the air to shallow center. Federico has a beat on it and has it for the out. One away. And that fails to move the runner. And the batter will be Ryan Geck, the cleanup hitting right fielder.
Good fastball for Terry Hayes right there. 91 in on the hands of Friend.
Ryan Geck popped out to the second baseman Decker. Shallow outfield grass back in the first. 0 for 1. Terry Hayes Jr. ready and delivers. Missed upstairs for ball 1 to Geck. Terry was at Bellevue College. He spent 2 seasons there. Missed a true freshman year due to injury. It's a redshirt freshman last year, 7-2. This one is fouled away for strike 1. Had a 0.82 ERA. He was named the NWAC Pitcher of the Year. Originally from Renton, Washington. He's pitched against Jackson State, SEMO, Evansville, Austin Peay, and Memphis so far. Turns and throws to first. The runner gets back. One on, one out, 1-1 to Geck. Trojans up 3-1 here in the top of the third. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Little blooper to shallow center. Coming on is Federico. He'll make the catch. The runner will go back to first base. Halfway was Cade Smith, so he returns. That's 2 that were hit to center field and did not move the runner.
Yeah, it looked more like a true hit and run, David. Got under it a little bit. Got in on his hands a little bit. Hung up there long enough for Fed to go get it.
2 down for Angel Cano. The first baseman grounded out to the second baseman Decker in the first to end the inning. He could do that again if he wants to. Throw to first, and back in there with the right hand is Cade Smith. Cano second on the team with 12 multiple hit games on the year. He's been swinging it pretty good. He had 3 strikeouts swinging against Ole Miss last year until he got an RBI single in the 8th. Give them their 7th run. A little ground ball right side. Furness has it. Underhand toss to Hayes covering, and he'll step on the bag for the out. And nice job by Terry as he avoided a leadoff single, Brad.
Yep, a little 3-1, a little PFP right there. Gets over, does his job, and the Rebels get off the field, David.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left after 2.5. Still 3-1. Little Rock Rebels will bat in the bottom of the third. Foley, Pano, then top of the order, Udemark on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Life is loud,
chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you. So why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. To get started, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Little Rock leads Ole Miss 3-1 as we work to the bottom of the third, as the Rebs will have Austin Foley coming up for the first time in the game. Foley is hitting .205, 3 homers, 14 RBIs. Right-handed batter will face the left-hander Bronzini, who stays in for the third game, or third inning, I should say. Foley, Brad, has been swinging a little bit better. He's hit safely in 7 straight games, which is the team best right now, and he's 8 for his last 23, hitting .348 with 3 walks, also second on the team, having reached 13 straight games. So maybe we got Austin heading in the right direction.
Yeah, and I was glad to see when the lineup came out today. You know, he's been sitting some of these midweek games to give him a break, but I think because he's kind of turned the corner offensively, you keep him in there, keep him rolling.
Right-handed hitter against a left-handed pitcher. Now time called by the catcher. Apparently Martin was having trouble with his earpiece. Now he looks toward the dugout. And going to have to come over and get another earpiece. Technology. So now we're ready. Foley, Pano, then top of the order, Udemar. Got a shift on him. 3 infielders on the third base side. Now time again called by the catcher. This one's not working either, Hindu. So he walks back toward the Little Rock dugout, and they're going to try to swap it out again. Try to figure out what's going on. Paint your fingernails and we'll get with it, right? That's the way it used to be. We do all these things with a pitch clock and try to make reviews go fast. But we still kind of lose time, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that it's helped, to be honest with you. But whatever.
It might have helped playing against the Schlossnagels of the world.
Yeah, and it does the coaching timeouts and just trying to throw people off rhythm and stuff like that. But there are a lot of technical issues you have to fight nowadays. But hopefully Cade Martin's back ready to go. Looks like he is.
Foley's still waiting for his first pitch. We're trying to get this inning underway. Now we're ready. Bronzini kicks and delivers. Swung on. He hits it a ton foul. He was early on a swing that hit it way out of the ballpark. He crushed that ball. Goodness gracious. Ole Miss will travel to Gainesville this week. We got 3 night games with the Florida Gators. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Just outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Foley. The Rebs try to get back on track in the SEC. Florida coming off a road sweep of Arkansas. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball, back foot. Swung over the top of it for strike 2. Those games will be Thursday, April the 2nd at 5:30 Central. We'll be on the air at 5 o'clock. 5:30 again, the next one. They struck him out. Wow.
That's a slow curveball. It's kind of frozen, David. Couldn't pull the trigger. It's 4 strikeouts now for Bronzini. 2 swinging, 2 looking.
1 down for Owen Payno. Second game will be 5:30. Third game will be 6:30 Central Time. So 5:30, 5:30, 6:30. We'll be on the air at 5, 5, and 6 from Gainesville. This is outside for ball 1. Of course, locally, those will be 6, 6, and, or rather 6:30, 6:30, and 7:30 in Gainesville. Owen Payno, the Rebel shortstop, lefty on lefty. Takes the breaking ball for a strike and count 1-1 to Payno. Little Rock 3, Ole Miss 1 here in the bottom of the third. 1 down, nobody on. Strike on the inner edge. Breaking ball that came back in. That was a good pitcher's pitch. And it did hit the box. They'll shift now and put a third infielder on the first base side. The 1-2 to Payno. Fouled it off. Owen Payno drawing a start at shortstop. Did that last week against Memphis. Had a pretty good game. Swing and a miss. Went after a breaking ball high and strikes out. Boy, first time through we had 4 guys strike out. Actually, 5 guys. 5 guys strike out. 5 of the 9. And now going to be a meeting on the hill with Udemark coming back up. They see a new pitcher. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. A new one is coming in right now. As Little Rock's made a call for some fresh meat. Don't forget, when you're in Oxford, to go check out LB's Meat Market on University Avenue. It's the fresh cut of Oxford. We'll be back in a couple of minutes on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric, and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Ever imagine one company could transform how you live and work? With C-Spire, you're connected with advanced technology that enhances everything you do. How you order your morning coffee.
Order my usual.
How you secure your company's data. Even how you implement AI to increase productivity.
And next quarter is looking even better.
Giving you the confidence and control to accelerate business growth. There's more to see. C-Spire. Customer inspired.
Rebels trailing Little Rock 3-1 in the bottom of the third inning as the Trojans go to the bullpen. Dave Pulaski inside the Learfield Network studios gives us a chance to give you 10 seconds for station identification here on the Ole Miss Radio Network. Let's run through the remainder of the SEC baseball schedule for today. The entire league in action later on this afternoon and evening. The other games begin at 2 o'clock with number 5 Georgia hosting Georgia State. The Bulldogs coming off a sweep over South Carolina last weekend. They've won 8 of their last 10, and they have won all 3 of their SEC series this year. Missouri and Kansas getting together in their border showdown. KU was able to defeat Mizzou 10-0 a couple of weeks ago in Lawrence. Also going on today, Tennessee hosting Austin Peay. That'll be a 5 o'clock start from Knoxville. Tennessee coming off of that heartbreaking sweep at Vanderbilt last weekend with all 3 losses by 1 run and over walk-offs, 2 of them coming in extra innings. South Carolina and Wofford getting together. Number 24, Kentucky hosting Miami of Ohio. 21st ranked Florida will welcome in Jacksonville. Number 3, Georgia Tech. And number 18, Auburn will go head-to-head. Tigers trying to shake themselves off after being swept by arch-rival Alabama over the weekend. Oklahoma traveling to Oral Roberts. Mississippi State hosts Grambling. Alabama is at Jacksonville State. Vanderbilt faces off against Belmont. Texas A&M and Sam Houston going head-to-head. Arkansas at Missouri State. LSU and Southern, and Texas against Texas State, DK.
Thank you, Dave. A lot of stuff we can watch when we get out of here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one to Udemar. New pitcher is Brody Bunning, a right-handed senior from Sherwood, Arkansas, Johnson County Community College transfer. As he replaces Bronzini.
He had 7 starts for them last year, David. Made 15 appearances.
Foul ball, third base side, and Udemark, who had the solo homer back in the first, is down 0-2 in the count. He's 0-0 this year with a 7.11 earned run average, making his 8th appearance all in relief. He's only worked 6 1/3, though, Brad. But opponents are hitting .278 against him. He's giving up a home run. Brody Bunting, the 0-2. Sails high for ball one, 1-2.
It's been all sliders so far to Judd Udermark. Fastball's low to mid 90s, though. So far, it's been that high 80s, mid 80s type slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Udemark. He's in the leadoff spot today. Takes this one away for ball 2. 2-2 to Judd. Well, Nick Bronzini gave up the solo home run to Udemark. Nothing after that. In fact, struck out 5 of the next 8. Gave up only 1 hit the rest of the way, so a good outing for him. He cannot be the winner. He only goes 2 2/3, but a good 2 2/3 for him. This one misses away for ball 3. Full count to Udemark. Udemark leads the team with 35 runs scored now, and he's 4th in the SEC, counting the one he got in the first inning. Full count to Udemark. Bunning kicks and delivers. Way outside, ball 4, and he gets a walk. Keeps the inning going. He's second on the team with 24 walks. And he currently leads the team now with an 18-game reach base streak. So runner first with 2 down. Tying run comes to plate in the form of Becerra. Struck out looking on a 2-2 pitch in the first. Left-handed hitter will face the right-handed pitcher. 0 for his last 18. Let's break that right here, Hindu.
Man gets the right-hander, which I'm sure he's pleased with.
Pitch is high for ball 1. Udemark at first with 2 outs. Brody Bunning ready again and delivers. Low for ball 2. 2-0. We've got a right-hander already up and throwing in the bullpen, does Little Rock. Now they'll shift and send the third baseman over to the first base side. It's playing up the middle. Shortstop stays on the shortstop side. 2-0 to Becerra. Low, ball 3. 3-0. Well, he's having a little control trouble. He got ahead of Udemark, 0-2.
He's nibbling, David. 3-2 to Judd. Just missed off by about a ball. That one right there, down by about a ball.
3-0 to Becerra. That's a strike. That looked high. Gracious.
Yeah,
that was 2 balls above the top of the zone. Should have been ball 4. That was a missed call. 3-1 to Becerra. And a pitch. Threw it all the way to the backstop. Hit the mascot. That's the Bull Durham movie. Lost control of it and went way over in the right-handed batter's box all the way to the backstop. Wasn't anywhere near hitting Becerra, but he'll get ball 4, so runners at first and second with 2 down.
Back-to-back walks now. Get that big 2-out base hit right here from Colin Reuter.
Colin Reuter, the DH, struck out swinging at a 2-2 pitch in the first. 10 doubles to lead the Rebels. We'd love to see him get one of those, huh? He's risen to second on the team with 7 multiple RBI games as well. We're going to have a meeting on the hill. Catcher's headed out that way. Pitching coach as well, Evan Lee. Just really having trouble zoning in is the right-hander Bunning. Foley struck out looking to Bronzini. Pano struck out swinging. New pitcher comes in. He's walked 2 in a row. So first and second with 2 down. Rebels trying to mount a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the third, trailing 2-1. We owe you a station ID. Let's pause. Take it back. Dave got that, didn't he? Dave got the station ID just a moment ago. We haven't gotten the attendance yet, but I'd love to know what we got here. It looks like a ton of students for the school day game. Send a text to the magic bean counter. See what I get. Meeting is over. Reuter is ready. Here's his pitch. Missed low, ball 1. Breaking ball downstairs. The 1-0 to Reuter. Fastball away, ball 2. 93. He's got some velocity on that pitch, Brad.
Yeah, the fastball's good, David, but boy, he is struggling right now with command. If you're calling Reuter, you sit dead red and you cheat.
2-0 to Reuter. And a pitch. Swung on. High fly ball to left. Going back is Smith at the wall. He's got room. He hit it to the warning track. That'll end the inning. Just got under it a little bit. And the Rebels come up empty in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left. After 3 complete, it's still 3-1 Little Rock. Inning number 4 coming up. This is Rebel Baseball from Learfield.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs is probably the best you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, know it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Right-hander Terry Hayes Jr. goes back on the hill. We got the 6-7 cam going here, and all the students know what to do. They're more educated than we are up here. Got their hands going up and down, having a good time, getting on the video board. I had a little girl in our church when I told her that my wife and I had turned 67. I was real, you know. She said, "Oh, Mr. Kellum, I did my hands that way, you know. That's so 2025." I said, "Oh, okay. I didn't know it was out of style already."
It was funny a while ago, you know, they play the music, too, that the kids all know. I saw some teachers dancing.
Yeah.
And they probably shouldn't have been dancing.
First pitch misses for ball 1 to Bombach. Top of the 4th, Little Rock leading 3-1. Bombach flew out to center field in the 2nd. Swings and fouls that one back for strike 1. Three runs, 5 hits, no errors. 2 men left for Little Rock. The Rebels with 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. The 1-1 to Bombach. Breaking ball falls in there for strike 2. Nice pitch. 50-50 ball hit the box, top of the box. That's way high for ball 2. 2-2. Terry's ready again. His 2-2 pitch. Just missed up a little bit. Fastball up and in for ball 3. So a full count now to Nico Bombach, the DH. It's 6, 7, and 8 for Little Rock here in the 4th. The full count. Got him to foul it back.
Tried to jam him right there. 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Good job by Bombach. Foul it off.
Terry Hayes Jr. kicks and delivers another full count pitch. Got him to pop it up high in the air on the infield, sky high Byrne is calling for it. He gets called off by Pano, and Pano catches it right behind the mound. Shortstop taking charge, making the play, one away.
And a good job by Terry Hayes Jr. right there to win that battle. Stayed with that fastball, gets pop up on the infield.
Cooper Chaplin now coming up, and on deck's Cade Martin. They went back-to-back jacks back in the second inning. Chaplin on a 2-2 pitch. Left-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher. It was his third home run of the year. And that one's fouled first base side. Hey, Mississippi business owners, you considering a succession plan? Service Specialist currently has a great line of CFO and COO candidates. Looking to connect with Mississippi-owned and operated businesses? Call Will Martin at 601-898-1085. Service Specialist, connecting employers and job candidates in Mississippi since 1967. 4 locations to best serve you. Pitch a little bit low for ball one. 1-1 to Chaplin. The 1-1 pitch. A little bit high for ball 2. 2-1. Rebels have some activity in the bullpen. Right-hander up and throwing. Here's the 2-1. Strike on the outer edge, and count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chaplin. Sure, we'll see some more guys get in today for both teams. 2-2 pitch. Ooh, just missed. It was a 50-50 ball he didn't get. Lower corner of the box. In at the knees of the left-handed hitting Chaplin for ball 3. Full count. And a payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Elevated fastball, looked like, Brad.
Yeah. Kind of set him up with that pitch before. He just missed with a fastball down and in. Didn't get the call. That time comes back with the fastball up and away and gets the left-handed hitter Chaplin.
First strikeout by any Little Rock hitter. And it comes 3 2/3 into the game. We remind you that all strikeouts recorded by Ole Miss pitchers are brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. New home and auto rates, same great service. Farm Bureau, go with the home team. Fastball misses a little bit low for ball 1 to Cade Martin, the catcher. He had a solo home run on the first pitch he saw with the left field wall in the second inning, his third homer of the year. 1-0 to Martin. Breaking ball falls in for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Nice pitch there by Terry. 2 down, nobody on. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cade Martin. Terry Hayes Jr. kicks, fires. Breaking ball, grounded up the middle, base hit. It was well on the shortstop side. He hit it sharply. Exit speed of 101. No chance for Pano to get to that one. So it's a 2-out single, and Martin's 2 for 2 in the game.
He kind of hung that one, didn't he, DK?
Yeah.
Good piece of hitting. Cade Martin.
So you got now a runner at first with 2 down for the 9-hole hitter, Michael O'Brien. O'Brien had kind of a little soft line drive out to the shortstop, Pano, back in the second, the opposite way on a 2-2 pitch. And he's 0 for 1, left-handed hitter. And his pitch. Just missed away for ball 1. Short lead at first base for Martin, the catcher. And a pitch. Big hopper foul at the first base side. Count goes 1-1. Diamond Girl will get a kick stop. Nice job. Handed to one of the kids on the front row. Little youngster says, she gave it to me. She gave it to me. You'll understand how big that really is down the road, right? College girl gave him a baseball. He's excited. Here's the pitch. Bunts at it. Bunts it foul to count 1-2. And, of course, foul balls, if you catch them in the stands, we'll remind all our teachers that are here and kids, they're brought to you by Guarantee Bank, integrity, trust, and a personal touch for all of your banking needs. We're more than a bank. We're a community. Guarantee Bank. You get to keep the ball. You don't have to turn it back in. You don't have to take it to the snow cone stand. Just keep it. ball, 2 strikes to O'Brien as Hayes trying to get out of the inning. With a runner first and 2 down, he'll throw to first, and back in there is Martin. Light wind still blowing out to left. We've got the outfield really shaded the opposite way for him. Kind of went Oppo with that little soft line drive. Swing and a miss. Got it past him. Struck him out. Elevated that one.
Yeah, another nice inning right there from Terry Hayes Jr. Gives up the 2-out single to Cade Martin, but nothing to show for it. The Rebels have come to bat here in the bottom of the 4th.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. Bottom of inning number 4 coming up. Rebels trail 3-1. It's the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Trey Willis, shortstop.
Marshall Jones, first baseman.
Alex Philbin, center fielder.
Hi, I'm Tim from C Spire. Am I in the right place? It always pays to have the right players on your team. That's why C Spire gives you fiber-fast home internet, nationwide 5G wireless, and best-in-class business solutions, all backed by local 24/7 support. C Spire, customer inspired.
Positioned just off Old Taylor Road with views of Vaught Hemingway Stadium, there's a new place redefining game day living in Oxford. Kessinger Real Estate proudly introduces Fieldhouse. Nestled less than half a mile from the stadium, Swayze Field, and the pavilion, Fieldhouse puts Ole Miss fans closer to the action. This exclusive community features a limited collection of luxury townhomes with high-end finishes. Your home becomes your personal front row seat to Oxford's vibrant game day. To learn more, contact Jan Coffin with Kessinger Real Estate. Visit fieldhouseoxford.com or call 662-234-5555.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Ole Miss will have Furness, Federico, and Jones, 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the lineup against the right-hander Brody Bunning. Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment, choose chill. Official corporate sponsor of Ole Miss Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. Kids having a good time. It's a school day game. They don't have the official attendance yet. So my magic bean counter still counting the beans. Just got that text. Furness, left-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher. Struck out swinging in the first on a full count pitch. Takes it low inside for ball 1. Shift on Furness, 3 infielders on the first base side. 1-0. Line shot left center. There you go, Will. Really more up the middle is on the shortstop side of the bag. Exit speed of 100.
Yeah, that's a good swing, Dave. We talked in between innings. Stringing some hits together. Line drives. 3rd hit now for the Rebels. First for Will Furness today.
Just a tying run at the plate in the form of Hayden Federico. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Federico, Mosley. Federico got a double in the 2nd inning, and now they're going to let Mosley swing it. And a pitch to him. Breaking ball in for a strike. 0-1 to Brett Mosley. Brett is from Trussville, Alabama. Redshirt freshman. Hitting .286, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Swing and a miss. Tried to pull a breaking ball that was on the outside part of the plate. Couldn't reach it, and the count is 0-2 to Mosley. Brett will stay in and play center field, we anticipate as well. The 0-2 stays high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got another pinch hitter that's popped out. Cannon Golden. Runner first, no outs. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Mosley a breaking ball away and just kind of fell out of his stance trying to swing at that one and strikes out.
Yeah, Looks like we're going to try and play a little more matchups, Dave. I think they feel better with Fed as a right-handed hitter and didn't want to turn him over and let him hit left-handed, so they go with Mosley, and they're going to do the same thing right here with Topher Jones and Cannon Golding.
Golden goes to the hill, or goes to the plate, I should say. Cannon batting for Topher Jones. He's hitting .286, no homers, 5 RBIs. Snap throw to first. Furness gets back in. There's a pitch missed inside for ball 1. They're pointing in the outfield. A ball or something got away in the outfield, or a bag, or Diamond Girl is going to run out there and take care of that for us. Somebody lost 2 somethings. She picks them up and takes them back to her chair. 1-0 to Golden. Cannon is the freshman, true freshman from Buford, Georgia, Buford High School. 1-0. Big swing and fouled it straight back. Good cut. Fastball a little bit up, though. He wants that one down just a hair. Although it was 50-50 in the modern day as far as TrackMan goes. 1 ball, 1 strike to Golden. And a pitch. Low for ball 2. 2-1. Runner at first, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Little Rock leads Ole Miss 3-1. 2-time prep All-American. Cannon Golden getting his chance right here. The 2-1. On the way. Swing and a miss. Chased a fastball upstairs. It was 2-2 actually. And he strikes out. Or 1-2 I should say. Again, chase that high one. Got to lay off that one. It looks inviting, but let it go. 2 down. And here's Decker. Miss for a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Bunning now with 2 strikeouts. He pitched a little bit different than he did in the 3rd. But man, he just could not find anything. Swing and a miss. Decker chases a bad pitch low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Decker. Decker grounded out to the first baseman, Kano, in the 2nd.
Bunning's got a good changeup, David. He's got several swing and misses on that pitch, and you got to respect the 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
He's ready and delivers. Swung on, fly ball center field. O'Brien drifting back is under, has it, and after a leadoff single, we go strikeout, fly out, and come up empty in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. 3-1, Little Rock still leads. This is Rebel Baseball from Learfield.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Leads Ole Miss 3-1 as we work our way into the top of the 5th. It's the Ford 5th, brought to you by your Mississippi Ford dealers and the Ford F-150, the official truck of the Ole Miss Rebels, and America's best-selling trucks for 49 straight years. Little Rock will have the top of the order coming up. Leading leading 3-1. They got a run in the first, 2 in the second. On 6 hits, no errors, 3 men left. The Rebels picked up a run in the first, 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left. And we got a new pitcher. Terry Hayes Jr. is through. Good 2 innings for Terry Hayes Jr., though, Brad.
Yeah, it was, David. I thought the fastball was good today. Had that slider working as well. Now we're going to turn it over to the freshman right-hander Noah Allen. Fastball be 91 to 94 miles an hour. Best pitch is that cutter, which will be in the upper 80s. And the curveball is more of a 12 to 6, will be around 80 miles an hour. Noah's 4th appearance, got a 6 ERA. Only thrown 3 innings so far on this season, David. 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. 1 walk, does not have a strikeout. Opponent's hitting 182 against Noah Allen.
Tall drink of water, we call him. He's 6'7", 205. Right-hander from Watkinsville, Georgia. North Oconee High School. He's pitched against Jackson State, Evansville, and Memphis. He'll face Jerdy Lopez, the shortstop first. Leadoff hitters, 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored in the first. Struck out in the second. Righty versus righty. Pitch sails away for ball 1. 87 on that one. At North Oconee, he was All-State in the state of Georgia in 24 and 25. They won a state title back in 23. That one is fouled off at a count 1-1. His dad, David, played Division II basketball at Arkansas Tech. I could see that if David's 6, 7, or 8, something like that. The 1-1. Nice pitch. Drops a breaking ball in for strike 2. Noah originally committed to Georgia. Decommitted. Opened his recruiting back up and ends up at Ole Miss. The 1-2 pitch stays high for ball 2. He was the perfect game 6th best right-handed pitcher in the state of Georgia out of high school. He's got a twin brother, Jude. See if he can throw up a goose egg here in the 5th. The 2-2 to Lopez. Allen kicks and delivers. Missed away for ball 3. Full count. Allen ready with a payoff pitch. Kicks, fires. Put in play left side. Grabbed there by Udemark. He'll throw to first for the out. I assume we got the outfielders. Looks like in left field is Cannon Golden for sure, and Mosley in center field.
Yep.
They both pinch hit. One down for Cade Smith. 1 for 2 with a pop out and a single. Here's his first pitch. Takes it up and in for ball 1.
94 of that fastball, David.
Ran it up there, didn't he? Allen kicks, fires, misses low, but they said he went around on the bat. The home plate umpire just pointed at the bat of Cade Smith. He didn't like it. I'm not so sure he went around. Surprised he didn't ask for an appeal, but he said he went around. We'll take it 1-1 to Cade Smith. And he fires. Got him to pop this one up first base side. That's going to go into the stands. Some of the youngins can chase that one down. You hear them screaming. Count goes 1-2. Catch it, you keep it. Foul balls are brought to you by Guaranteed Bank. Do you remember? I know you do, Brad. When you used to, go Little League, hit a foul ball, you take it back to the snow cone.
Yeah,
get your snow cone.
Concession stand. Yeah.
I bet you got a lot in your day. What do you think? Take you to the concession stand. Get your favorite snow cone. 1-2 to Cade Smith. Misses low and away, ball 2. Or late in the day, you get one, you run up there and I want cherry. We're out. What? I'll take a rain check till tomorrow. 1 down, 2-2 to Cade Smith. Allen delivers. Strike 3. Big roundhouse breaking ball. Hit the outer edge. 2 down.
Yeah, it's an over-the-top curveball. Boy, that's really tough on a right-handed hitter. Perfectly located.
Man, that's a lot of whip action to that one. With that strikeout, remind you, all strikeouts recorded by Ole Miss pitchers are brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. New home and auto rates, same great service. Farm Bureau, go with the home team. 2 down for Friend. Low and away for ball 1. Noah played for Team Nike Travel Club, and while competing for his club team, he struck out 15 in 2022 against Wahoo's baseball. 15. Friend takes the strike there. Fastball at 92 on the outer edge. The count 1-1. Nola Friend had an RBI single in the first, flew out to center field in the third. Little Rock leading 3-1. Noah Allen trying to keep the game where it is. And a pitch. Outside for ball 2. 2-1. Got an early start today with the school day game. Area students from all over Mississippi here enjoying the game at Swayze Field. 2-1 to Friend. Swing and a miss. Wow, fooled him on a big sweeper there. And he had got that half-hearted, long, one-handed swing, Brett.
Yeah, they've got that listed as a cutter, David, but that looks like more like a slider. That thing had some serious side-to-side action.
Sweeps, doesn't it? 2 down, 2-2 to Friend. Noah Allen kicks and delivers. Fastball grounded up the middle, base hit. Well, he came back with a fastball, and he was on now with a 93 fastball for a 2-out single, and Friend is 2 for 3.
He tried to sneak one in on him. Good piece of hitting.
7th hit for Little Rock in 4 2/3. This will bring up the cleanup batter, Ryan Geck, who's got a pop out and a line out. 0 for 2, left-handed hitter.
This is going to be a pinch hitter, David.
Is it?
This is going to be Easton Rowe.
Easton Rowe. He's been playing a good bit. In fact, he has the longest current hitting streak at 6 games. It's Rowe. Pitch inside for ball 1. He'll bat for Geck. Now, Easton's a pretty good baseball name, too. Left-handed hitter. And a pitch. Breaking ball falls in for a strike. He's got that one going pretty good. Easton Rowe is a junior from Pleasant Hill, Missouri. Went to Johnson County Community College before coming to Little Rock. He is their second leading hitter, 359 average, and was just getting the day off, and now is going to play a while. 2 homers, 16 ribbies. Fouls that one off, protected the plate. The count 1-2. Easton Rowe. Big left-handed hitter. Stocky built is Easton. Runner at first with 2 down. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rowe. It's R-O-E, Easton Rowe. And a pitch. Breaking ball, bounced it through the left side. Rounding second and going to third is Friend. The left fielder will glove it. Golden and fire it in. Wow, he beat the shift, bounced it the opposite way, and got runners at the corners with 2 down.
Because Friend was stealing on the play, Owen Pano was going to cover the bag, and he'll hit it where they ain't. Where the Eastern Road did. Just hit a soft 3-hopper right through the 6-0, and nobody was home.
And because it died in shallow left field, is a long run for Golden. There was no way to get Friend his Brad mentioned he's on the move, so 1st and 3rd he goes. So runners to the corners with 2 down, and the batter is Angel Cano. Little Rock trying to do something with 2 outs here in the 5th. Cano's got a ground out to 2nd, ground out to 1st. And he takes the strike in the count 0-1. Eight hits now for Little Rock. Rebels have only 3. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got it by him for strike 2.
This Little Rock team came into today hitting .295.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good number.
Foley steps out in front of the plate, goes through signals. The runners at the corners got Rowe at 1st and Friend at 3rd and 2 down. It's an 0-2 pitch coming to Angel Cano. Runner first breaks. It's a ground ball right side. Decker's going to glove it and throw to first for the out. Man, they almost got us on the other side. Runner broke, but Decker stayed at home and made the play, and that'll end the inning. So Noah Allen had a little bit of scare after getting the first 2 outs, but gets out of it unscathed. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, 5th. Rebels trailing 3-1. Get some offense going. We'll be back on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Ole Miss fans, college baseball is here. So grab a cold, refreshing Dos Equis lager to watch your team hit it out of the park. Whether you're at the bar with fellow Ole Miss fans or watching with your friend who went to that other school, Dos Equis is there for it all. Hotty toddy. Stay thirsty, my friends. Dos Equis, official corporate sponsor of the Ole Miss Rebels. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2025, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Ole Miss pride. When I'm carrying the Ole Miss Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Ole Miss gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra hottie toddy from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Rebels to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Made our way to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Foley, Payno, top of the order, Udemark to bat for Ole Miss. In the bottom of this Ford 5th. Don't forget the Ford F-150 is a truck with a tradition of greatness as strong as the Rebels with exceptional towing and hauling capability, plus the power of mobile generators. No wonder why F-150 is the official truck of Ole Miss. Visit your local Mississippi Ford dealer or log on to buyfordnow.com today. Foley's 0 for 1, struck out looking on a 1-2 pitch in the 3rd. And it looks like Little Rock still has bunting on the hill.
Yeah, I need to see where Eastern Road checked in at.
Line drive foul, third base side on the first pitch for Foley, 0-1. Yeah, Rowe hit for the right fielder, Geck.
So he's in right field. He did.
But they did leave him in for right.
He's listed as a first baseman.
Yeah.
But that's not Geck playing first base. I mean, is that Cano playing first base? Okay.
This one misses away. No, I don't think so. Ball 1. That's a different first baseman. Maybe. All right. We got a
26 is playing first base.
Oh, it is Cano. Okay. So Cano stays in at first. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Austin Foley. Big cut, but came up empty. The only change they show is Rowe to right field. 1-2 to Foley. Just outside, ball 2. You know, Brody got off to a kind of shaky start. Walked the first 2 guys he faced. He entered with 2 outs in his hip pocket already. Then he got a fly out to get out of that. It was on a 2-0 pitch, but he has really settled down since then. 2-2 to Foley. Strike 3, no doubt about it. Right down the middle, knee high. 1 down. He has struck out twice looking. That's the third strikeout for Brody Bunning. Rebels have struck out 8 times in 4 1/3. And here's Owen Pano, the shortstop. Struck out swinging at a 1-2 pitch in the third. He shows bunt, pulls back, takes it low and away for ball 1. 3-1 Little Rock here in the bottom of the 5th inning in Oxford. Downstairs for ball 2. Teachers are awesome. This lady's got her cooler for her kids, handing out stuff out of the cooler. She's got a handful of hot dogs she went to get at the concession stand. Taking care of them. The 2-0. Low inside for ball 3, 3-0. Hindu and I admitted the kids that they'd have to send back to the bus doing something we're not supposed to do, right? 3-0 to Pano. Rebels need base runners. He'll be selective, I would think. And he takes it high, ball 4. So Owen gets a walk. By Jinx Bunning just in the nick of time.
Didn't miss by much with some of those pitches, David, but nonetheless, bring the tying run to the plate. The former Judd Udemark has had a good day. Homer back in the first, walk back in the third.
He joined the 40 career home run club against State as the 7th member and tied Hindu and Gonzo at 40. He's now moved to 41. It's going to be a meeting on the hill. This could be it for the pitcher. The Matt Mashers, I like to call them. Matt Smith and Matt Snyder, they both had 41, and Hindu has caught them. Or Hindu hasn't. He's passed Hindu. Udemark has caught them. And then next is the captain, Tim Elko, 46, and Dr. Kyle Gordon, 48. New pitcher coming in. We'll tell you about him when we come back on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
The right field terrace isn't just a place, it's a vibe where the red and blue roar among home run showers, sending opponents into delirium and bringing the energy to Swayze Field. This Ole Miss tradition is brought to you by Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Ole Miss pride. When I'm carrying the Ole Miss Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Ole Miss gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra hottie toddy from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Rebels to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Little Rock's made a call for some fresh meat as we're going to see Blake Van Cleve on the hill. Don't forget, when you're in Oxford, to go check out LB's Meat Market on University Avenue. It's the fresh cut of Oxford. Van Cleve is 0-1 with a 10.80 ERA. Bunning ending in 2/3. Leaves the man at first base. 1 on, 1 out. Top of the order, Udemark to face the right-hander Van Cleve. And he delivers and misses outside on a breaking ball for ball one. Van Cleve, Brad, is senior from Plano, Texas. He was at Northeast Texas Community College.
Yeah, he was one of their guys last year, David. 23 appearances, but has only had 6 so far this season. Fastball, curveball guy.
Pitch away for ball two.
Fastball will be around 90. The curveball in mid-70s. He hasn't thrown this year a slider or a changeup. He did last year.
Well, 2 pitches missed, and here comes the pitching coach already.
He's had some command issues.
He's been around, Brad. He was the 6th pitcher used, I noticed, in the 24 game. Gave up a couple of runs, had 2 walks, hit a batter, a home run, 2 singles. He was the 4th and final pitcher used in last year's game, and he got the win. He was the winning pitcher. Went 3 1/3, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. So this year just maybe
just
a tough one for him.
Yeah, just hadn't found it yet. He's only thrown 6 2/3 innings this year. He's given up 8 runs, all earned. He's got 9 walks, 7 strikeouts.
Meeting is over. Here's his pitch. Low ball 3. He's down 3-0 to Udemark. He's got kind of a quick delivery, quick release. 3 infielders on the third base side with a shift. 3-0 to Udemark. Way outside, ball 4. He'll walk again. Judd in the leadoff spot's got a home run and 2 walks. First and second, 1 down. Tying runs aboard. Go-ahead run coming to the plate in the form of Becerra, who's 0 for 1 with a walk.
Knowing the history and the season so far for Van Cleve, I'm not sure you don't take it. Well, he's not going to get to face him, David.
Wow. That's going to be it. Well, apparently there's just been they're trying him, but he has a very short leash. Obviously, Chris Curry, the head coach, comes out, he pats him on the back. They just got to keep working and trying to figure out what's happened to Blake Van Cleve, because he's been a good pitcher for Little Rock in the past. But he will leave. New pitcher coming in. We'll throw it to Dave. He'll preview some of the upcoming SEC action right here. Little Rock leading Ole Miss 3-1 in the first game of the day here in Oxford.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Ever imagine one company could transform how you live and work? With C Spire, you're connected with advanced technology that enhances everything you do. How you order your morning coffee.
Order my usual.
How you secure your company's data. Even how you implement AI to increase productivity.
And next quarter is looking even better.
Giving you the confidence and control to accelerate business growth. There's more to see. C Spire. Customer inspired.
Rebels trying to rally in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing Little Rock 3-1. Dave Pulaski inside the Learfield Network studios with your SEC baseball scoreboard update. Other games taking place later on today. The other action for the entire conference gets underway this afternoon at 2 o'clock when number 5 Georgia hosts Georgia State. You also have the border showdown between Missouri and Kansas coming up at 4:30. Mizzou coming off a sweep against Texas A&M last weekend in which they allowed 10 or more runs in all 3 of the games in that series. They dropped 6 out of 7 overall. Tennessee and Austin Peay will go head-to-head in Knoxville. The Vols coming off of that series sweep at Vanderbilt last weekend in which all of their losses came by 1 run and on walk-off shots by the Commodores. Right now, Tennessee 4-6 over the last 10 games. South Carolina and Wofford going head-to-head. The Gamecocks have been stumbling. They've dropped 11 of the last 12. Kentucky and Miami of Ohio going head-to-head at 5:30 this afternoon, part of a 15-game slate in SEC non-conference action, DK.
Wow. Bunch of games going on. Well, the new pitcher is Malcolm Brown. He will face Becerra. Tristan Becerra's up with runners at first and second and 1 down. Left-handed batter against a right-handed pitcher. Brown kicks, fires, bounces it in the dirt. Runners think about going, then go back. It came up the first base side. Good block there by Martin. But he spikes his first pitch, 1-0 to Becerra. Malcolm Brown is a senior from Texarkana, Texas. Redwater High School. He has been around Little Rock, though, for a little bit. He's 2-0 with a 5.91 ERA. That's the best ERA that's gone to the hill against us so far in this game. 1-0 to Becerra. Low and away, misses for ball 2. Malcolm Brown did not pitch against us last year, but 2 years ago in the 24 game that Ole Miss won, he was the second pitcher that came in, gave up 3 runs in an inning and a third.
This is his 12th appearance this season, DK. Fastball, slider, changeup guy.
2-0's low for ball 3. Let's drive your coach crazy. They walked Payno on 4 pitches. They walked Udemark on 4 pitches. That would be 8. And now 3 straight to Becerra would be 11. They'd be having fun in College Station right now, wouldn't they? Ball 12, ball 12. That's a strike. Got the benefit of the doubt on that one. 3-1 to Becerra. Colin Reuter is on deck. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Ole Miss trails 3-1. After a strikeout, Payno and Udemark have both walked. 3-1 to Becerra. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
3-1 changeup right there.
He was out in front of it. Full count to Tristan Becerra. And a turn towards second and a soft toss to the shortstop, Lopez. Trying to throw behind Payno there. Well, he's rallied to get a couple of strikes on Becerra after being down 3-0. Payoff pitch. Malcolm Brown checks his runner at second base from the stretch, delivers. Swung on, hits a high pop-up foul first base side and out of play. Well, he doubled up on that change maybe, Hindu. That was 85.
Yeah, he did. That was more down and in where the left-hander likes it, David, but got him out in front enough to pull it foul.
Tristan Becerra, 0 for his last 18 with 3 walks in the last 5 games. See if he can break that right here. Full count pitch. Outside, ball 4. He'll take it. And the bases are loaded for Ole Miss with 1 down via the walk for Colin Reuter. Service Specialist sponsors our Ducks on the Pond. Go to ServiceSpecialistLTD.com for all of your recruiting and staffing needs or call 601-898-1085.
Good opportunity here for the Rebels, David.
Reuter fouls it off for strike 1. Struck out swinging in the first, flew out to left field in the third. Becerra at first, Udemark at second, Payno at third, all 3 reaching via walk. There's 1 down. The 0-1 to Colin Reuter. Brown from the stretch delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 86 under the hands of Reuter. Brown trying to get out of a mess. His 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball downstairs. The strikeouts with men in scoring position have just haunted the Rebels lately.
It's nine punch-outs today for Little Rock pitching.
With ERAs of 11.57, 7.11, 10.80, and Brown's is almost 6, 5.91. Here's Furness with the bases loaded, 2 down. 1 for 2. Close pitch, just missed away for ball 1. Will struck out swinging in the first, came back with a base hit into left center field in the 4th to lead off that inning, but we left him stranded. Bases loaded, 2 down, the 1-0 to Furness. Way outside, ball 2.
Yeah, Will right here needs to stay with that same approach, DK. Right through the middle. Got good speed on the bases. Just don't want to get too big right here.
Lopez has played up the middle on the shortstop side, a step there, the Little Rock shortstop. Swung on, lines it the opposite way in the corner. That'll work. In fact, that's real trouble. All the way to the wall. 1 run scores. 2-run score. They're going to round the third guy. Bassett is going to try to score. He scores standing. And Furness goes to second with a stand-up bases clearing double. Wow, that just feels good.
Well, he stayed with the approach, David. He got a 2-0 changeup. If you're just guessing fastball down the middle, you're going to swing and miss that pitch. And he stayed on it, drove it down that left field line, and boy, that's got to feel good in that Ole Miss dugout.
No doubt.
It sure feels good up here, doesn't it?
Yeah, no doubt. First run credited to Bunning. Second run to Van Cleve. Third run to Brown. And the Rebels have the lead now, 4-3. A double for Furness. Swing and a miss for strike one to Mosley. And that's an extra base hit. Presented by NE Spark, your hometown team. Bring you game-changing lightning-fast fiber internet service. Furness goes to 21 RBIs on the year with that 3-run double. Swing and a miss, strike two. To Mosley. No balls, 2 strikes.
Clem going to call an offensive timeout right here. And he's throwing him back-to-back changeups, and I think it's what he's going to tell him is, it's all or nothing right now, and you're just guessing fastball. Stay closed, use the whole field.
So a 3-run fifth has put Ole Miss on top 4-3. How about the students? We got some Ole Miss students up in here, right? These youngsters, they've been hanging out with their parents. Meeting is over. Mosley's down 0-2 in the count. With runner second and 2 down. And his pitch. Takes it up and away for ball 1. Cannon Golden is on deck. Mosley came in to pinch hit for Federico in the 4th and struck out swinging. Golden pinch hit for Jones in the 4th and struck out swinging. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mosley. Good eye, takes it low for ball 2, 2-2. We're in the bottom of the 4th, 5th. Ole Miss has gotten 3 runs here to take a 4-3 lead. Thanks to Will Furness, an oppo shot into the left field corner. 2-2 to Mosley. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that will end the inning.
What a good inning for the Rebels, David.
Well, they gave us 3 walks. We made them pay.
We did. Big hit by Will Furness right there. We'll clear the bases, and the Rebels will take the lead as we head to the top of the 6th.
3 runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left after 5. 4-3 Ole Miss. This is Rebel Baseball from Learfield.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age. Everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy, and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day, he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Top of the 6th inning, and the field crew giving the diamond a refresh. We want to remind you about Stouts Carpet and Flooring. Is it time to let their field crew refresh your floors? Stouts Carpet and Flooring carries all the top brands in flooring and is a Mohawk Premier Edge dealer. They can provide just the right floor for you with quality installation. To learn more about their many flooring options, call 662-234-5227 or go to stoutsflooring.com. Well, the Rebels have gotten the lead now, and Noah Allen, the young right-hander, has the game on his shoulders. He had a good 5th. He's going to try to have a good 6th. 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up. Bombach is first, the right-handed batting DH. He takes the fastball for a strike. I say a fastball, it was a cutter. It's 84. 0-1 to Bombach. He's got to fly out and to pop out. The 0-1 to Bombach. Popped it up. Behind home plate. Going to come back and hit the net or the roof, actually, above us and roll back. And the count is 0-2 to Bombach. Allen ready. And is 0-2. Missed low and away for ball 1. Little Rock got a run in the first, 2 in the second on back-to-back solo jacks from Champlin and Martin. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors, and 5 men left. Little Rock's had some other traffic, but no runs to show for it. 1-2 to Bombach. And a pitch. Strike 3 called. Had a check swing, but he nailed the outer edge on that one. Nice pitch from Noah. 1 down.
Second strikeout now for Noah Allen. That's good. It's a really nice cutter, isn't it? I'm going to call it a slider.
Yeah, it looks more slider-like. They call it a cutter, but it's got a big run. Let's put it that way. The Rebels managed to get a run in the first and 3 in the fifth. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 4 men left for Ole Miss. Well, the numbers to this point as we're entering the 6th. 1 down. This one's high for ball 1 to Champlin. Second baseman had a solo homer in the second, his third of the year, and a strikeout swinging in the 4th. Noah Allen kicks, delivers. Got that one in there for a strike. 1-1. Noah has in his bio that he loves fishing. The 1-1. He's fishing for another out. Got a breaking ball over for strike 2. His high school has a bass fishing team, in fact, at North Oconee. And we could have gotten in on that school, baby. Bass fishing team.
Probably not much running and lifting.
No. 1-2 to Champlin. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. I don't know what it is, Hindu, but it's working.
Yeah, that one just buried under the hand right there at Champlin. And see a little bounce in the step from Noah Allen.
Third strikeout for Allen. A little confidence now. 2 down. The batter will be Cade Martin. Cade's had a big day. Solo homer in the second was his 3rd home run of the year, and a single in the 4th. He was left stranded, so he's 2 for 2. Catcher for Little Rock. Breaking ball away. You better be a pretty good catcher if you're going to play for these 2 head coaches. They're outstanding catchers in their own rights in the Southeastern Conference. 1 ball, no strikes to Martin. It's a high in the air foul. He was early on that swing. It'll go out of play, third base side. The count 1-1 to Cade Martin early on that cutter. Little Rock, as we talked about in the pregame show, is currently 2nd in the OVC with a 5-1 mark, off to a good start. They're 17-11 overall. Made it to the regionals of the NCAA tournament last year. The 1-1. Chop that one foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cade Martin. Ole Miss leading 4-3 here in the top of the 6th. They're going to a different conference next year. This is their last year in the OVC. Allen a strike away from getting out of the inning. From the stretch, he likes to stay in the stretch. Kicks and delivers. Low and away, ball 2. That's a good eye by Martin. Because it looked like it was coming in and then bailed off the plate. 86 on that pitch. Coach Mangrum likes it too. He's thrown that a good bit, hasn't he? So 2-2 to Martin. And his pitch. Oh, just missed. 85. That had a little bit of a sharper break. It missed off the box. It's about a ball.
That's a tough pitch to take. That's a good call by home plate umpire Augustus Griffith.
Full count to Martin. Noah Allen kicks, fires the pitch. Downstairs, he lost it. Ball 4. So a 2-out walk keeps the inning alive, and the batter will be Michael O'Brien, the 9-hole hitter. That's the first walk any Rebel pitcher that's gone out there has issued so far. And that comes 5 2/3 into the game. You got to like that part of it. Michael O'Brien, the center fielder, had a line drive out to the shortstop, Payno, a little soft pop-up line out, if you will, and then struck out swinging on a 1-2 pitch in the 4th. Joe Manger's going to go out and visit with Allen. He's at 37 pitches.
Yeah, and I think they'd like to see him get this final out, David. Landon Koenig has been up and ready to go in that bullpen. We didn't see Landon this past weekend, so you thought he may get a little work in during the midweek before we head to Gainesville.
So we'll do a pitching rotation this weekend if they elect to keep Hunter Elliott on the second game.
Yeah, I think they've come out with it.
Have they announced
I believe so.
I knew that was the discussion.
Yeah, and
Rabe going first. And
Rabe's going to go first.
Elliott second.
Yep. And then Townsend in game 3.
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday rotation. I think I read that somewhere.
A lot of the series will start Thursday, being the Easter week. All right, Coach Mangum comes back to the dugout. Tying run at first base with 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Ole Miss leading Little Rock 4-3. Michael O'Brien waiting for his first pitch. Noah Allen at the belt. Here's the pitch. Check swing. He went around. In fact, there will appeal to the third base umpire. Dustin Ragsdale said, yep, he went around, strike 1. That was a breaking ball, kind of a backdoor one to the left-handed hitter. 0-1 to O'Brien. O'Brien does not have a home run this year. 4 RBIs, the center fielder for Little Rock. And the 0-1 swung on. It's a high fly ball, shallow center. Mosley drifts in, is under it, and has it for the out, and that will end the inning. Well, that's it for Noah Allen. 2 really good frames.
Yeah, that's got to give him some confidence, David, and some confidence with Mike Bianco and Joel Manger. He filled up the strike zone. We talked about that slider. It was really good today, and if that is it, it's certainly something he can build off of.
No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left after 5.5. It's still 4-3 Rebels. Ole Miss will try to extend the lead in the bottom of the 6th. Golden Decker Folly coming up on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
The right field terrace isn't just a place, it's a vibe where the red and blue roar among home run showers, sending opponents into delirium and bringing the energy to Swayze Field. This Ole Miss tradition is brought to you by Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
Hey, Rebel fans. For more than 50 years, Mississippi Asthma and Allergies board-certified team of allergists has treated patients by identifying triggers and creating personalized treatment plans. Now, with 8 convenient locations across Mississippi, including Oxford, we're right next door when you need us. Treating infants to adults and Ole Miss students. Find our clinic nearest you at msaac.com. Mississippi Asthma and Allergy, helping Mississippi live life to the fullest and allergy-free.
Looks like Little Rock has made a call for some fresh meat as Preston Davis enters the game. Don't forget, when you're in Oxford, to go check out LB's Meat Market on University Avenue. It's the fresh cut of Oxford. Golden Decker Folly coming up against the new pitcher. It'll be the 5th guy to go to the hill for Little Rock. Preston Davis is 0-0 with a 27 earned run average. Redshirt senior from Texarkana, Texas, and also from Redwater High School.
He missed the second half of the season last year with an injury, David, and he's made 4 appearances this season. He had been just trying to find his way back, right? He's thrown 2 2/3 innings, giving up 6 hits. Preston Davis, but the right-hander, the fastball is a good one. 91 to 94. The slider be around 80, changeup be low to mid-80s. Preston Davis.
He went to the same high school as the pitcher just left the mound, Malcolm Brown. Malcolm Brown went 2/3, gave up that 3-run double to clear the bases in 1 run, 2 strikeouts, no walks, or 1 walk rather for Malcolm Brown. Cannon Golden struck out swinging at a 1-2 pitch in the 4th. He came in to pinch hit for Topher Jones, stayed in to play left field. This will be his 2nd time to come to the plate. Left-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher, Preston Davis. Big guy ready and delivers. Low inside for ball 1 to Golden. Clouds have broken. They've gotten less gray looking. Got some blue shining through. Sun kind of peeking in and out now. There's a strike on the outer edge. A count 1-1 to Golden. Davis's 1-1 pitch. Right down the middle, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, only 82 miles an hour. Golden gave up on it, but it was right there. Now they're going to shift the third baseman, Friend, and put him over on the right-hand side, or actually up the middle behind the bag. This one's low, skips away for ball 2. 2-2 to Golden. Ready again and delivers, and it's low for ball 3. Full count now to Cannon.
He felt like he was going to come back with that changeup, David, and he did. Missed down. Good take right there by the freshman.
Full count. Davis delivers to Golden. Way outside. Ball 4. Missed. And Cannon will walk. Give the Rebels a base runner to start the 6th. And now Dom Decker. Decker with a ground out and a fly out. We're a little bit late on an ID. Let's pause 10 seconds on the Ole Miss Radio Network. Decker's over 2 of the ground out and a fly out. Missed inside, almost brushed him. Ball 1. 32 walks on the year for Decker. He leads Ole Miss. He's 2nd in the SEC and 5th in the nation in walks. He's reached base in 28 of the 29 games this season, but he's 0 for 2 here today. That was a ball called a strike. That ball was inside of 2 balls, and he called it a strike. Gracious. 1-1 to Decker. Decker didn't like that one. I don't blame him. Catcher even turned the mitt sideways. The 1-1. And he fouls that one back for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dom Decker. 4-3, Ole Miss leading here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And a pitch. Down low for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Golden steps off the lead at first base. Cannon can run. Kano's holding him. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Fastball outer half. No doubt about that one. He just took it. 11 times the Rebels have struck out. I don't know if he's thinking something else or surprised him with the fastball, but he sure took a good pitch. 1 down for Austin Foley, the catcher. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts looking. Way outside for ball 1 to Foley. Foley struck out looking at a 1-2 pitch in the 3rd and a 2-2 pitch in the 5th. Short lead at first base for Golden. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. He asked the home plate umpire, was that a strike? And it was in the upper right corner of the box. It's just a good pitcher's location.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit.
1-1 to Foley. That one misses low and away for ball 2. 2-1 to Austin. Mike Clement going through signals. Davis ready. His 2-1 pitch on the way. Miss low, ball 3. 3-1. You should see a pretty good one here. Let's see if Foley gets something he can drive. Not close, he'll let it go, get a walk. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. 4-3, Ole Miss. The 3-1 to Foley. Swung on, hit well to the right center gap. Nobody's going to get that. It's going to go up against the wall. A one-hopper. Rounding second, going to third is Golden. They'll stop him there as the throw comes in, and into second base with a stand-up double is Austin Foley. Well, he got the count he needed, he got the pitch he needed, and he didn't miss it. We need more of that.
He got the barrel there, David, and he didn't try and do too much. Went the other way with it, got the fastball up and away. Good piece of hitting by Austin Foley. And after a tough start for him today, puts a good swing on it. The Rebels look now to try and extend the lead.
That's another extra base hit, the double by Foley. Presented by NE Spark, your hometown team. Bring you game-changing, lightning-fast fiber internet service. And here comes Coach Curry. He's going to make another pitching change. With a change, we'll take a 2-minute break on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
The right field terrace isn't just a place. It's a vibe where the red and blue roar among home run showers, sending opponents into delirium and bringing the energy to Swayze Field. This Ole Miss tradition is brought to you by Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer. Based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Ole Miss pride. When I'm carrying the Ole Miss Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Ole Miss gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra hottie toddy from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Rebels to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
New pitcher in for Little Rock, it's Tag Andrews, who'll go to the Hills, so more fresh meat. Don't forget, when you're in Oxford, to go check out LB's Meat Market on University Avenue. It's a fresh cut of Oxford. He'll inherit runners at second and third and one down. That's a baseball name, Tag Andrews. He's a dude, 0-0 with a 1.50 ERA. Kicks and fires, ground ball to the first baseman. He'll look the runner back, step on the bag, throw to second, got him there for the double play. Well, Foley was kind of late getting back to second base. Kano grounded it sharply to Kano. Kano looked the runner Golden back toward the bag, stepped on his bag for the 3 unassisted, Brad, and then threw to second as Foley was late getting back.
Yeah, I just think clearly it's a base running mistake, but I'm assuming that Cannon Golden was supposed to go down angle right there, and when he didn't, Austin Foley was hung out to dry.
Yeah. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. A huge missed opportunity for Ole Miss. It still stays a 1-run game, 4-3, as Tag Andrews comes in, makes 1 pitch. He's their closer. 3 saves on the year and ends the inning. After 6, still 4-3 Rebels. This is Rebel Baseball from Learfield.
This message is for Shauna, my mom, who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You told me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
We move to the top of the 7th. Ole Miss still leads Little Rock 4-3 in this baseball game. No matter where you cheer on Ole Miss baseball this season, be sure to buy a cold crisp Dos Equis and yell "Hotty Toddy." Stay thirsty, my friends. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York. Well, that's it for Noah Allen. We bragged on him on the way out, thinking that it might be a 2-inning stint for Noah. He was fantastic. And now we're going to see a Rebel pitcher making his Ole Miss debut, Leo Odom. He's from Summerall High School, Summerall, Mississippi, a two-way standout player there. He hit .340 in his career, 3.06 overall ERA, All-State in 23 and 25, 23, 24, and 25. And he made the Clarion Ledger Dandy Dozen last year, rated 7th best player in Mississippi, Hindu by perfect game. Looking forward to seeing what Leo Odom could do here.
Yeah, mid-90s fastball, David. Little cutter, upper 80s. And slurve as well, be in the upper 70s, get to the low 80s. Good opportunity here for Leo.
True freshman. And he'll face the top of the order for Little Rock. Odom delivers. That one's in there for strike 1 to Lopez. Lopez 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored back in the first. Leo helped lead the Bobcats to 2 state championships in 22 and 24 at Summerall. The 0-1. Missed away on a breaking ball for ball 1. 2024, he was 9-0. Also had 8 home runs in 2025 as a hitter. 14 overall home runs and 16 overall wins as a pitcher. Struck out 200 across 3 seasons in 126 innings. Little slow roller right side. Backhand grab by Furness. Long toss to Odom covering. And wouldn't you know it, Leo, the very first play as an Ole Miss Rebel, you got to go cover first.
Yeah, I mean, I know it sounds elementary and easy, David, but you know that heart's pumping right now.
Yeah.
Did a nice job of getting over and beating the batter runner to the base.
Randy and Lee Odom, his parents, and he's got 4 siblings, Luke, Levi, Lou, and Lanny, all L's, Hindu. Cade Smith, the batter, 1 for 3 with a single in the third. Odom delivers. That's in there for a strike, no doubt. 0-1 the count. Sun has popped out shining and the temperature going up. 1 down, the 0-1 to Smith. And misses outside for ball 1. Odom ready again. And a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Jammed him inside. Good location for Leo there.
That's a cutter, slider cutter. Good one right under the hands. Cade Smith.
Attendance for this game, 14,056. We thought it was full.
It's up there.
Nobody's in school today in Mississippi. So misses away for ball 2. 2-2 count. 14,056. They were hanging around all over the place. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Smith. He's their best hitter. Leo Odom at the chest, kicks and delivers. A little nubber out in front of the plate. Odom will pick it up and will throw to first for the out. Ooh, sailed a little bit, but Furness saved him. Stabbing that one in the air. And Leo Odom has had to cover first and throw to first on the first 2 hitters he faces. Welcome to college.
A little cue ball right there.
Little smile on his face.
Back to him.
Yeah.
He'll throw that ball out.
But he gets the first 2 out, and the batter will be Nolan Friend, the third baseman, the 3-hole hitter, is 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and an RBI. Pitch misses a little bit inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Odom delivers. That one's fouled back for strike 1. 1-1 to Friend. Leo Odom trying to have an easy first inning in his career. 1-1 to Friend with 2 down. Dealing with the top of the order here. That one misses high for ball 2. 2-1 to Friend. 94 fastball. Trackman had it at 95. Well, he's got a little velocity on that fastball there. Two-1 to Friend. Odom kicks, fires. A little bit low. Ball 3. 3-1. Friend with the longest reach base streak on this team. He's already reached twice in this game. He's extended his streak to 17 games in a row. 3-1 to Friend. And a ground ball hit sharp to the middle. A backhand effort there by Decker. He has it, throws. One hopper skips past Furness. It went up his arm, and then it bounced in front of him. He grabbed it with a bare hand and fired to first, a one hopper, and Furness couldn't dig it. I think he's going to be safe all the way, but nonetheless, almost pulled off a big play.
Yeah, probably go for it as a base hit, David, I would think.
It was 99 exit speed.
If so, that will be the 9th of the day for Little Rock. Boy, that's a tough play.
So with a runner at first and 2 down, the tying run is aboard for Easton Rowe. Had a single in the 5th. Bounced one through the left side of the infield. Takes it low inside for ball 1.
We're going to give him an error.
I don't know about that one. He didn't advance on that. I'm not sure he's going to get him if it was a good throw, but maybe so. 1-0 to Easton Rowe. Time called momentarily by the pitcher, Odom. Four to 3, Ole Miss leading Little Rock here in the top of the 7th. The Trojans have a runner at first with 2 down. The 1-0 fouled straight back. Strike 1. Threw him a cutter breaking ball there. Ready again. 1 ball, 1 strike to Easton Rowe. Odom delivers way upstairs. Foley had to almost stand up to catch that one. That sailed on him. 2 balls and a strike to Easton Rowe. Just tried to overthrow that fastball.
Yeah, Austin had to climb the ladder right there, DK. You certainly don't want a wild pitch right here and advance that tying run to second base.
2-1 to Rowe. Odom delivers. Line foul into the students up there. Look out. Early on that swing. Count goes 2-2 to Rowe. And the pitch. 1 hopper to Decker. He gloves it and throws to first. Wow, nice play. That's hit right at you. Second baseman say, oh, you're supposed to feel that. That was 100 off the bat.
Yep, right at him. Good job by Dom to stay in front of it, but he ends up fielding it cleanly and making a good throw to Will Furnison. Good job by Leo Odom.
Yeah.
First time all year. 5 of the 7 innings, David, have been thrown by true freshmen today for Ole Miss.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. The Rebels have held Little Rock quiet since the 2nd inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Ole Miss leading 4-3 on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Whether it is before you head to Swayze to watch our Rebs play or after the game celebrating a Rebel win, Funky's Oxford is where you want to be this baseball season. With 18 daiquiri machines, an expansive liquor selection, and Oxford's favorite pizza, Funky's is the place to bring your friends, family, and Fido. Rebels play away? We've got you taken care of with full coverage of the Road Rebs on our 15 TVs. From Oxford to Omaha, come hang out at Funky's to make the most of your baseball season.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, top of the order coming up for Ole Miss. Udemark, Becerra, and Reuter. Rebels leading 4-3. Tag Andrews, their closer, who made 1 pitch and got a quirky double play to get out of that 6. It was huge. We had 2nd and 3rd and 1 down. He's 0-0 with a 1.50 ERA and 3 saves. Pretty good righty. He will deal with the top of the order here in the 7th. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now, that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. Udemark leadoff spot here today. He's been on base all 3 times. Home run, walk. Scored 2 runs. And he takes a pitch for ball 1. Man, you want to extend this lead if you're Ole Miss. 1-0 to Udemark. Strike that was not a strike. That was way off the plate, but he got the call. That was 3 balls out. 1-1 to Udemark. Swung on. It's this one high in the air, shallow left field. Shortstop going out. Lopez fighting the sky, and he's going to be called off. Center fielder, left fielder collide. I saw Smith calling it, but apparently O'Brien was calling it too, the center fielder, and he ended up catching the ball even though he bumped into Smith. That was fortunate for Little Rock not to be dropped.
He knew off the bat it could be an issue, David. The ball's hit a mile high, kind of in that triangle. But O'Brien's somehow able to hold on to it after colliding with Cade Smith, the left fielder.
Tristan Becerra now up. Takes a strike on the inner edge. Good location there from Andrews. Becerra with a strikeout and 2 walks. Scored 1 run. This one's high on a fastball for ball 1. 1-1 to Becerra. Rebs and the Trojans battling here. They got a shift on Becerra, 3 infielders first base side. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Becerra. Had a big long swing at that one. And a 1-2. Upstairs for ball 2. 2-2. They're giving Becerra the left center gap the opposite way. The outfield's playing really deep. The 2-2 to Becerra. Stays up a little bit. Ball 3, full count. Third straight time he's worked a count to 3 balls, and he walked the previous 2 on a 3-1 pitch in the third, on a full count in the 5th. Full count here. And a pitch. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. He flags it. Andrews runs over toward first. Underhand toss for the out. 2 away. Hit that ball sharply. But Andrews slapped that left-handed glove down and said, up, I got it.
Yeah, you were hoping that would get through, David. Good play by Andrews. Filled his position.
Colin Reuter, the batter, 0 for 3 with a strikeout swinging, a fly out to left, and a strikeout swinging. They'll put a shift on him on the third base side. Swung on, hit well to left center. Does that have enough? O'Brien going back at the wall. It's out of here. Solo homer, Colin Reuter. Just left of the big batter's eye. That's his 4th of the year, and the Rebels go up 5-3.
He got a 93-mile-an-hour fastball, David. 108 off the bat. Good short, quick swing by Colin Reuter. Boy, that insurance run sure feels good.
Feels big, doesn't it, Hindu? That's the first home run that Tag Andrews has given up. He has not been tagged this year for a long ball. Second home run of the game for Ole Miss. Rebels now have 50 on the year. Third one for Reuter. 2 down for Will Furness now. Takes it low for ball 1. Reuter career home run number 23. Has a line drive base hit in the right field corner for Furness. Right fielder over, backhands it, grabs it, throws it back in. Rowe keeps him from getting 2 out of that, but Will Furness has a 3-hit game. After a strikeout in the first, single, double, single.
Yeah, he's had a really nice day, David. You know, we had a chance to talk to Will in the postgame after Saturday's loss to Mississippi State, or Sunday's, I guess, and he said they were going to get it figured out. Well, he certainly has.
Yeah. Trying to keep it going with 2 down. Here's Brett Mosley. Mosley has struck out twice swinging. Left-handed hitter. Takes the strike. Now it's top of the box on the inner edge. That was a pitcher's pitch, and a count 0-1 to Mosley. Ole Miss 5, Little Rock 3. Rebels up to 7 hits now. Mosley, big swing and a miss for strike 2. Breaking ball. Andrews ready from the stretch again and delivers. Swung on and lifts this one high in the air, foul third base side, going toward the stands. Third baseman gives it a look. It hits about 2 rows deep. Friend got over there, made a really nice effort to get there, but ran out of real estate. Count says 0-2 to Brett Mosley. Andrews ready again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a breaking ball back foot. That'll end the inning. Mosley's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts swinging. And here in the 7th, the Rebels a little 2-out rally. Got a solo homer out of Reuter. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the 8th inning with Ole Miss on top, 5-3. This is Rebel baseball from Learfield.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Rebels go with another pitcher. This will be the 5th one to go to the hill for Ole Miss. Landon Koenig, 1-0 with a 4.35 ERA. The right-hander making his 9th appearance all in relief. He's got a couple of saves this year as well. Koenig, 6'6", 245 junior from Page, North Dakota, the transfer from North Dakota State. Brad, I want to back up, though, and talk a little bit about Leo Odom. Hadn't played all year. They decided to give him a shot as a true freshman. He goes out there and has a fantastic 7th. Ground out to first baseman. He has to cover there. Ground out to him. He has to flip to the first baseman. Next guy reaches on air, but then he comes back and gets a ground out to end the frame. Leo Odom's first outing as a Rebel leaves him with a 0 ERA.
Yeah, he threw 18 pitches, 10 strikes, and I know Joel Mangler will be excited about that, and it was the quality of the pitches, David. Nothing really out over the plate. And it's got to give him some confidence as well. We talked about the 3 true freshmen today pitching for Ole Miss, and all 3 have all pretty much done their part today between he, Gibson, and Noah Allen. We'll turn it over to Landon Koenig. You mentioned it, a 4.35 ERA, 1-0. This will be his 9th appearance. 2 walks, 17 strikeouts. You got to like that. Got that mid-90s fastball. Slider split finger to go with it.
He'll face 5, 6, and 7, starting with Angel Cano, the first baseman. He's 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. To second, to first, to second. Left-handed hitter. 5-3, Rebels lead. That one's fouled back for strike 1. Through 7 innings. Little Rock with 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. 6 men left. They changed that error in the 7th on Decker to a hit. This one's lifted to straightaway center. Mosley moving over to his left, still drifting back toward the warning track, makes the catch. 1 away.
Good start for Landon right there. I think the only knock right now, team's hitting him pretty good, David. 348.
Yeah.
Landon Koenig. He's given up 16 hits and 10 in the 3rd coming into the day.
Nico Bombach, the DH, will be pinch hit for
Blake
Simpson. Yeah, there's a strike to Simpson. Left-handed hitter Simpson, redshirt junior from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He is a Missouri transfer. He played for the Missouri Tigers. 0-1 to Simpson. Takes that a little bit low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So he may have been there with Lippert. It's hitting 182 on the year. Big swing and a miss for strike 2 as Koenig got that one by. No home runs, 1 RBI on the season for Simpson.
Yeah, it's just his 12th at bat, David.
Top of the 8th, Rebels leading by 2, 5-3. That one's looped left field. That could be trouble. Dropping down the line. It's a base hit. Grabbed there by Golden. He'll throw it in. Kind of an inside-out swing, and he's able to dump it into left field. Kind of like a lob shot in tennis there, Hendon.
Yeah, it's exactly what happens. Good pitch. Fastball in the inner half. Jammed him pretty good, but just kind of lobbed it out there in the right spot. 1-out single for Little Rock.
10th hit for the Trojans in the game. So tying run will come to the plate in the form of Cooper Chaplin, who hit a solo home run in the second over the right field wall. He's 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts swinging since then. Left-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher. Quick throw to first. Back in there is Blake Simpson. And on deck behind him is Cade Martin, who's 2 for 2 with a walk and a home run. Koenig getting ready from the stretch with 1 on and 1 out. Kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball swung over the top of it. 0-1 to Cooper Chaplin. Chaplin went 3 for 5 against the Rebels last year with 3 singles in the win for Little Rock. The 0-1. Ground ball past the first baseman Furness into right field. Pacetta will glove it. And Simpson stopped at second. I think maybe he had to wait and see if he was going to get through because that had first to third written all over it, but he did not try it. So first and second with 1 down. 11 hits for Little Rock.
Yeah, not real sure why he didn't go first to third, but if you're Ole Miss, you certainly take that, right?
Yeah. Now here's Cade Martin, Trojan catcher. Solo homer in the second was his 3rd of the year. Single in the 4th, walk in the 6th. Both times left stranded at first base. Officially 2 for 2 at the plate. Chance to help the team cause. Tying runs aboard. Pitch misses away for ball 1 to Martin. Ole Miss leading 5-3, top of the 8th inning. Action in the Ole Miss bullpen again. Righty and lefty up throwing. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase that breaking ball, that slider away. 1-1. He's got that split and slider.
Yeah, you'd love to stay with that pitch. See if you can get him to roll over one, David.
The split has more of a sweep, doesn't it, Brad? 1-1 to Martin. Missed low and away at 85 on that one. For ball 2, 2-1. Koenig ready again and delivers. Swung on. Lifted high in the air. Shallow center. Hard, long run for Mosley. Calling for it. Brett's going to get there. Nice play. Good break on the ball. Had to come a long way in. It just kind of died in shallow center field. That's a big out, 2 away.
Yeah, you can see Pano was obviously tracking it. Brett Mosley with a much better angle to come in, calls him off. We'll have a pinch hitter right here for Michael O'Brien as well. Bilski.
Jack Bilski is one of the catchers. He's a junior from LaPorte, Texas. Right-handed hitter. B-I-L-S-K-I, Bilski. First and second, 2 down. Here's turning a throw to second to Decker. Runner gets back in, no big deal. Bilski's hitting .366, plus he's got a home run and 5 RBIs. He's played in 18 games, started 12. So he hadn't been in every day, but he's been a lot of days. He's 15 of 41 at the plate. And his pitch. Swung on, loops it into left center field. That's down for a base hit. Rounding third and heading home with Simpson. He'll score. The throw comes back into Pano. And you'll have runners at first and second on a bloop there by Bilski. Gets an RBI, which will be his 6th of the year. And it's a 1-run game, 5-4.
And again, just kind of right off the end of the bat, David. A good job by Bilski. They put you in there to swing the bats. Exactly what he does. Contact, good things will happen. So they're going to pinch run for him with Austin Coyle.
Austin Coyle, Coyle, is a junior from Canada, from British Columbia, Cloud County Community College. So they got first and second with 2 down. And they've cut it to 1, and now Mike Bianco headed toward the hill. This may be it for Koenig as well. 1-run lead. He's going to the bullpen. 5-4 Rebels batting in the top of the 8th. Little Rock's got the tying run at second. Go ahead, run it first with 2 down. Top of the order coming up in Lopez. We'll take a 2-minute break on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Ever imagine one company could transform how you live and work? With C-Spire, you're connected with advanced technology that enhances everything you do. How you order your morning coffee.
Order my usual.
How you secure your company's data. Even how you implement AI to increase productivity.
And next quarter is looking even better.
Giving you the confidence and control to accelerate business growth. There's more to see. C-Spire. Customer inspired.
Rebels holding on to a 5-4 lead over Little Rock in the top of the 8th inning with Ole Miss going to the bullpen. Dave Pulaski inside the Learfield Network studios giving you an SEC baseball scoreboard update just 10 minutes away from first pitch in Athens as we get some of the other action underway in Southeastern Conference play. All 15 other teams in action on this Tuesday. Georgia and Georgia State will go head-to-head at Foley Field. The Bulldogs coming off a sweep over South Carolina last weekend. They have won 8 of the last 10 games. They also lead the nation in home runs with 85 this year, taking on a Panther squad that was swept by Texas State last weekend and has dropped 4 in a row. Coming up at 4:30 this afternoon, Kansas and Missouri in their border showdown. Mizzou was swept by Texas A&M last weekend. They have lost 4 in a row and 6 of their last 7, trying to get their first win over their border rivals since March of 2024. They've lost the last 4 meetings with the Jayhawks, including 10-0 a couple of weeks ago. Coming up at 5 o'clock, Tennessee and Austin Peay going head-to-head. The Vols are going to try and bounce back after being swept by Vanderbilt last weekend, all in heartbreaking fashion on walk-offs, 2 of them coming in extra innings. The Vols are out of the top 25 for the first time in 103 straight polls. As we send you back to Swayze, it's tightened up. DK and Hendu, guys, 5-4. Rebels trying to hold on.
That's right, Dave. Thank you very much. We got Landon Waters who's going to come in for Ole Miss with runners at first and second and 2 down and 1 run in. Top of the order, Jerry Lopez will bat. He's 1 for 4, had a single and scored a run way back in the first. Since then, strikeout, ground out, ground out. He will be the batter, right-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher, Landon Waters, who's been the Rebel closer. He's got 1 save on the year. He's 0-1 with a 0.87 ERA, making his 11th appearance. Opponent's hitting only a $1.94 against him. He's going to try to put out the fire. Breaking ball stays way up for ball 1 to Lopez. 5-4. Ole Miss leads by Little Rock. Cut it to 1 with the RBI single by Bilski. He's got Coyle running for him now. And the pitch. Popped it up. Could be playable for Furness. Fighting a high sky in foul territory. Makes the catch. Big out for Waters.
Yeah. Came in through 2 back-to-back sliders, David. Gets the pop out to Will Furness. Trojans cut it to 1.
1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. They keep coming. Brad, they're up to 12 hits.
Yeah. Swung it. Well, we talked about it. Came in, hit 295. Kept it going today, David.
See, the Rebels are going to stand the lead in the bottom of the 8th on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Hey, y'all, I'm Steve Azar inviting you to escape to Pearl River Resort where the fun is going non-stop. Go off the deep end at the South's most exciting water park, Geyser Falls. After the thrills, test your skills at the Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. There's dining delight and love at first sight. And it's always no work and all play at Silver Star and Golden Moon Casinos. So come on, leave it all behind and head to Pearl River Resort.
Positioned just off Old Taylor Road with views of Vaught Hemingway Stadium, there's a new place redefining game day living in Oxford. Kessinger Real Estate proudly introduces Fieldhouse. Nestled less than half a mile from the stadium, Swayze Field, and the pavilion, Fieldhouse puts Ole Miss fans closer to the action. This exclusive community features a limited collection of luxury townhomes with high-end finishes. Your home becomes your personal front row seat to Oxford's vibrant game day. To learn more, contact Jan Coffin with Kessinger Real Estate. Visit fieldhouseoxford.com or call 662-234-5555.
Bottom of the eighth, Cannon Golden, Dom Decker, Austin Foley, the scheduled batters for Ole Miss, 6, 7, and 8 against the right-hander Tag Andrews. As the Rebels lead by 1, 5-4 over Little Rock here on school day. Several of the students have had to check out and head back, but those local ones, I see some Lafayette folks out there. A few Chargers over there too. This pitch is high for a ball. A couple other schools I won't name that apparently just don't want to take them back. To keep them here. 1-0 to Golden. Appeal to third, said he didn't go around on a check swing ball, 2 balls, no strikes to Cannon Golden. Freshman trying to get something started for the Rebels in the bottom of the eighth. The 2-0. That's a strike and a count 2-1. Fastball up in the box. It looked to be a little bit high, to be honest with you, but called a strike. 2-1 to Golden. Low inside ball 3-1 to Cannon Golden.
He'd love for him to find a way on, David. He can really run.
Yeah, he gives opponents some problems on the base pass. Let's see the 3-1. Ball 4, walked him. Yeah. Cannon Golden. Left fielder's walked twice now. And he'll be at first base with Dom Decker coming up. Tag Andrews with his first walk since entering. Decker 0 for 3. Third baseman in, expecting a bunt. He's swinging away, grounds it through the right side, a base hit. Golden hits the bag at second. Rounds late, he's going to try. Here's the throw, it's cut off. Now the throw to first on Decker, the ball's dropped. Well, we came out smelling like a rose. If they don't cut that, they got a shot at third. The cut and the throw back to first, they catch it, they get an out. We're safe at both places.
Good piece of hitting by Dom right there. Got a fastball up. Stayed short. Just drives a solid single through the 4-hole. Aggressive base running by Cannon Golden.
He hesitated a little bit, and out of the gate, you pretty much wanted him to come, but I don't know if he was late picking up Clem or what, but nonetheless, the Rebels have runners at the corners and no outs, and they're headed to the hill as the pitching coach is marching back out to visit with Tag Andrews. They've had a right-hander warming up as Coach Evan Lee brings the entire infield to the mound with the catcher as well. Ole Miss will have Austin Foley coming up, who's 1 for 3 with a single, or a double rather, 1 for 3 with a double.
There have been some defensive changes, David. Looks like Easton Rowe has gone in to play first base. Ty Rhodes has checked in to play right field, and Coyle, who came in to pinch run, is now in center field.
All right. Ty Rhodes is one of their regular guys that had the day off, so to speak. So Coyle will still be in that 9 hole. And playing in center field.
I'm guessing Rhodes is in for Kano, first baseman?
Yeah. Meeting is over, first and third with no outs. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, and seeing in the dirt is Decker, and he takes off for second base, and the catcher didn't throw it.
Good read right there by Dom.
So now that takes away the garden variety double play, if you will, on the wild pitch at second and third, no outs. The infield's going to play in.
And I don't think we'll go down angle with nobody out.
Ground ball, third base side foul. And they count 1-1 to Foley. They've got a shift on him with 3 infielders on the left side. All of them played on the edge of the grass. boy, you need these runs. 5-4, Rebels lead by 1. Anything you get here puts more heat on Little Rock at the top of the 9th. Golden at third, Decker at second. 1-1 to Austin Foley. Here's his pitch. Called a strike, hit the outer edge. Good location there from Tag Andrews. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Foley. Up and away, ball 2, 2-2 the count to Foley. Had a big double in the right center gap, went the opposite way, drove one on a 3-1 pitch in the 6th. We failed to score that frame. That's high for ball 3. Full count now to Foley. Andrews needs a strikeout. Foley wants to put it in play. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Breaking ball in the dirt. Catcher will pick it up and have to throw to first. The runners will hold. He chased a terrible pitch. It was ball 4 by a mile. He just misread. Thought maybe it was a fastball, and he spiked that one in the dirt. So he will strike out, and then 2-3 for the first out of the inning. The batter will be Owen Pano. And now here comes Coach Curry, and he's going to make a pitching change. That's going to be it for Tag Andrews as Pano coming up. Pano's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. We'll take a 2-minute break on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
The right field terrace isn't just a place, it's a vibe where the red and blue roar among home run showers, sending opponents into delirium and bringing the energy to Swayze Field. This Ole Miss tradition is brought to you by Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 49 years straight. Drive F-150, official truck of the Rebels, only at your Mississippi Ford dealer, based on 1977 to 2025 total sales.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Ole Miss pride. When I'm carrying the Ole Miss Regions Visa debit card or prepaid Regions Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Ole Miss gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra hottie toddy from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Rebels to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
New pitcher in the game is Isaac Evenou, the right-hander. He's 2-0 with a 2.57 ERA. So they go for some fresh meat. Check out LB's Meat Market. They're the fresh cut of Oxford. This one's low for ball 1 to Pano. Pano up with runners at second and third after Foley just struck out. They made the pitching change to Evenou. Senior from Eugene, Oregon, a transfer from the University of Oregon. 1-0 to Pano. Low for ball 2. Last moment, they shift an infielder to the right side, so 3 on the first base side for the left-hand hitting Pano. Owen with a strikeout, walked on 4 pitches later, scored, grounded into a kind of a freaky double play in the 6th. Swung on, that one's fouled straight back for strike 1. 2-1 to Pano. Golden at third base, Decker at second. Bottom of the 8th, Ole Miss leading 5-4. Evanue, ready and delivers. Throws the breaking ball, misses low at the feet of Pano for ball 3. 3-1.
Been all breaking balls from Evanue. Right now to Owen Pano. Evanue's been better against left-handers than he has right-handers this year.
Ball 4, Evanue missed inside. Same pitch, and the bases are loaded for Ole Miss. Ducks on the pond. Presented by Service Specialists. Go to ServiceSpecialistLTD.com for all of your recruiting and staffing needs, or call 601-898-1085. Bases loaded, one down, top of the order, and sitting at the top today is Judd Udemark. That's a good place for him to come up right here with the bases loaded. Takes a strike, and the count is 0-1. Udemark's got a home run, 2 walks, and a flyout. Ground ball toward the third baseman, glove there. The throw home for the force, throw to first. One hopper skips away, and down in the corner it goes. And the Rebels are going to get 2 runs out of this. And that's huge for Ole Miss, but boy, that's a killer for Little Rock. So Udemark grounds to third, and Friend throws to the plate to get the force for the second out. That would be 5-2, and then the catcher throwing to first base threw it past Rowe and up the line, and that allowed the other 2 runners to score on the error.
Yeah, well, he'll take it. We needed some insurance, and we certainly got it. It's going to be hard to turn 2 on Judd there at first base. Just kind of rushed the throw and threw it up the line.
So Udemark at second with 2 down, and now this one is fouled away by Bassett at third base side. The Rebels go up 7-4. Yeah, you will definitely take it, but that's a big, costly error. Not that he shouldn't have tried it, because I think if he throws a good throw, he's might got a chance. That one's in there for a strike, and a count 0-2 to Bassett. Bassett is 0 for 2 with 2 walks and a run scored. So Udemark at second. The Rebels get 2 here in the 8th to go up 7-4. And a pitch. Down low for ball 1. Right now, both of those runs are off of Andrews. One of them's off of Avenue. Swung on, line drive, right field, well hit, and caught by the right fielder Rhodes. Timed it perfectly, chased it down, and that will end the inning. But the Rebels do come away with 2 runs, both unearned. On 1 hit, there was 1 error, and 1 man left stranded. We go to the top of the 9th. Ole Miss trying to finish it up, leading 7-4. This is Rebel Baseball from Learfield.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot fast and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Ole Miss leads as we go to the top of the 9th inning. We go to your station ID. Let's pause 10 seconds on the Ole Miss Radio Network. Hey, don't forget, anytime the Rebels get a stolen base in our games, it's brought to you by friends at Wade Incorporated. Remember, nothing runs like a deer. We're going to see if Landon Waters can finish this thing up. He's got a 3-run cushion to work with. 7-4. Rebel, Smith, Friend, and Rowe will be the batters. 2, 3, and 4 for the Little Rock Trojans, unless we see some pinch hitters along the way. Ole Miss trying to end a 4-game losing streak and find win number 20 on the season before going down to Gainesville to take on the Florida Gators. Little Rock needs at least 3 to keep the game going. Cade Smith, 1 for 4 with a single in the third, will start it. He's been their best hitter coming into today. Little Rock's out hit Ole Miss 12-8. There's a fastball strike on the outer edge. I say fastball, that was a cutter, I believe, 88.
Yeah, they did go back and change that, David.
On Decker?
Yeah.
To a hit. 0-1 to Smith. Outside for ball 1, 1-1. Some of the other youngsters heading out. Boy, we had a slew of them. 14,000 kids. All having a good time. 1-1 to Smith. Swung on, lifted high in the air to left field. Going back, it's at the wall, caught by the center fielder, Mosley. Mosley had a better beat on it than Golden and got there in the warning track and made the catch. 1 down. That ball went pretty far. Nolan Friend will be the batter. He's 2 for 3. Or 3 for 4 because he got a base hit there in the 7th. 3 for 4. Friend with an RBI single in the first, fly out in the third, single in the 5th, single in the 7th. They left him stranded all 3 times he reached to be a base hit. Righty on righty. Waters delivers to Friend. Fouls it off first base side and out of play to count 0-1. Hey, don't forget the University of Mississippi, unique traditions and nationally renowned programs. Define the student experience from legendary tailgating in the Grove to a cutting-edge STEM facility. Ole Miss blends academic excellence with Southern charm. Start building your legacy by visiting olemiss.edu. Pitch is low. And a count 1-1 to Friend. There's a whole lot more SEC action to come in non-conference play. We had the earliest start with an 11 a.m. kids game. Everybody else in the league's playing today, too, non-conference action. 1 down, 1-1 to Friend. Lines out, 1 foul in the stands, first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nolan Friend. Waters got Lopez to pop up to end the 8th. That was huge. Waters at first and second and 2 down, and 1 run was in. Got the lead man here in the 9th. This is the third guy's face. A little nubber up the third base side foul. Count stays 1-2 to Nolan Friend. Ole Miss 7, Little Rock 4, top of the 9th. Waters again from the stretch, kicks, fires. Grounded right side. Furness has got it. He'll flip it to Waters, and he steps on the bag. 2 away.
Nice shot by Landon Waters. Going to get the first 2 outs. Rebels now just 1 out away from win number 20.
Easton Rowe, the scheduled hitter, 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out since entering in the 5th. Left-handed hitter. Little Rock down their final out. They got to get a couple of men aboard to have a chance. No shift by playing him pretty much straight up, the left-handed hitter. And a pitch to Rowe is high for ball 1. The 1-0 to Easton Rowe. Waters delivers. Popped that one up foul third base side. We'll go into the stands to our left and the count 1-1 to Easton Rowe. 4 runs, 12 hits for Little Rock. They've committed 1 error and stranded 8. I think maybe 9. They've stranded 9. Rebels with the 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors, stranded 7. The 1-1 to Rowe on the way. This downstairs, ball 2, 2-1. We'll jump on a big old airplane tomorrow and fly to Gainesville, Florida. Take on the Gators Thursday night, 5:30 Central Time. 5 o'clock will be our airtime for Game 1. Florida coming off a huge weekend. 2-1 to Rowe. And a pitch. Fouled it straight back, count even at 2-2, and Landon Waters is a strike away. Ole Miss 7, Little Rock 4. 1 strike away are the Rebels from ending a 4-game skid, getting to win number 20. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Fouled it off third base side. That was a good job by the hitter. That was a sharp breaker coming back in on the outer part of the plate, and he reached out there and slapped it away. Count stays 2-2 to Rowe. Rhodes is on deck, who came in defensively playing right field. Waters ready again, the 2-2 from Landon. Kicks and delivers. Fastball just missed up a little bit. Good no call there by the home plate umpire. It did miss out of the box, and the count is full now to Rowe. Payoff pitch. Waters steers in, has the signal. And a full count. Ground ball up the middle. It's going to be through for a base hit. Easton Rowe keeps the game alive with a single. They need one more base runner to have an opportunity. That's the 13th hit for Little Rock. And this will get up Ty Rhodes. We talked about Rhodes coming in earlier defensively in the previous inning, and he's got a good chance to swing it now. Ty Rhodes is a senior from Jonesboro, Arkansas. Jonesboro High School. He's hitting .261, 2 homers and 24 RBIs. He's had kind of a slow year. Rhodes has been around a while. Hit a solo home run, his first home run of the season last year against the Rebels in the second inning. Or actually, that was in 24. This one's fouled off the foot and rolls fair. He hit a solo homer in his first homer last season, leading off the second.
Will Furnace going to play behind Easton Rowe at first base. Give himself a little more room to work with down there with the left-handed hitting Rhodes.
The 0-1 pitch. Chops that one foul at the first base side. He's down 0-2. You know, Ty has got 196 career hits, Hindu, which is second all-time at Little Rock. 132 RBIs, which is second all-time.
Yeah, he's been a good player for him, David. Just kind of scuffled as of late. Got the day off today. Plugged in there this past inning. Trying to keep this inning going for the Trojans.
The 0-2. Popped it up. Left side could be playable for Udemark. He's coming over in foul territory and will make the catch in the warning track, and that's it. The Ole Miss Rebels have knocked off the Little Rock Trojans in the 4-game losing skid, Brad. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. 7-4 Rebels.
Yeah, get the bad taste out of your mouth, David. And a lot of positives today. We talked about the youth that got the throw today. We'll talk to Coach B about those guys. And got the bats back going today as the Rebels will take the 7-4 victory.
Stay tuned for our post-game show coming up. Our C-Spire 10th inning show next on the Ole Miss Radio Network.
Ever imagine one company could transform how you live and work? With C-Spire, you're connected with advanced technology that enhances everything you do. How you order your morning coffee.
Order my usual.
How you secure your company's data. Even how you turn your backyard into your personal movie theater.
Start movie night.
Own your day on the network for connected living. There's more to see. C-Spire. Customer inspired.
Hey, when you're hurt, you want a doctor you can trust. That's why athletes across Mississippi, from Ole Miss to high schools statewide, turn to Mississippi Sports Medicine. With 16 locations from Brookhaven up to Hernando, they're the trusted orthopedic team physicians for the Rebels, the MHSAA, and schools all over the state. Their surgeons have performed over half of Mississippi's total joint replacements, while their walk-in clinics and 24/7 online availability make access to care easy. Visit MississippiSportsMedicine.com for more information.
Rebels earned the Kids Day victory over Little Rock, 7-4 the final score at Swayze. Dave Pulaski inside the Learfield Network studios. Here's your line score from today's ball game. Ole Miss with 7 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left